Welcome to Equinedge Live. I'm Scotty McKeever from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and we've got the Golden Hour series. It continues. How is everybody doing? Sorry for the technical issues. Really not sure what happened, but big thank you to Brad. And so good to be with you guys. Sorry we weren't here last week, but it looks like we're good to go. And yeah, we're good to go. It looks like we're good to go. It was rough. But hey, listen, mandatory payout over at Santa Anita Park. You guys excited about that? Going to probably be over $4 million into this pool. Chuck, Jotham, Christy, I missed you guys. Alan, Colin, what's up? Bingo, Johnny, John. Yeah, it was. We're good to go now. I'm ready to handicap. Did we miss anything? I don't think we did. Anyways, I had some notes on here. Also, I can't wait to show you guys some of this stuff. We'll probably launch next week, maybe the week after, but what you're seeing here is what you guys are going to have next week. You're going to have the race view, okay? And you can see the new ticket generator, the EE metrics. The EE morning line is next to the morning line now. We've got the GSR. You've got lifetime earnings. You got everything you want. And you guys ready for this? Here's what. There's a few little bugs in here. They're more UX stuff. So the UI, like when you look at it physically, but you can click on the horse, you can see the underline, and then you'll see we now have jockey name, trouble, and level. You can just click on the toggle and look at the win percentage, GSR, and SOR. You guys see that? And then you can look at the blue win percentage. You can go up and go, okay, he was 5%, now he's 6%. GSR, look at the red, goes red, red. So you can see pretty clearly if a horse is going up or down in any of these metrics and categories, right? So pretty excited about that. And what else? Yeah, we've got jockeys now. So there you go. What else? We've got, I'm glad I didn't get this race. I was going to hammer Sweet California. So really glad I didn't like the 2. I didn't like the Equinedge morning line, but look, it just goes to show you, it's not that the Equinedge morning line is wrong. What it's saying is the 9-2 is not good. So you've got to be careful about necessarily throwing out horses. How accurate was it? It just said the horse would go off at 8-1, went off at 7-1. Yeah. These, it's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, you guys are going to like this. The asterisks show the front runners. We're not ready to give you guys that yet because we're making a more accurate one. But this is what I'm looking at. This is what you will be looking at other than the asterisk coming next week, probably. Maybe the week after at the very latest, but you can look forward to come shortly. So don't forget, we've got a mandatory payout in the pick 6. That starts in race number 6 or 4, the next one. So we're going to go to that. We're going to cover that. We've got Golden Gate Fields race number 3. So I'll tell you what, let's get to, I'm a little hyped right now. I might need a drink, maybe even a cigar for that matter. We're going to go to race number 3 at Golden Gate Fields. And then we will, let's see here. I want to do this. Do that. Okay. All right. So, yeah, the new look is clean, right? I can tell you just from using it now the last week, it's way easier to read. Wow, that's actually good info, John. So anyways, good to be with you guys. And I'm probably here in a few minutes. Definitely going to go get a drink. What's up, Justin? Justin was helping me handicap this morning. So big shout out to Justin. If the picks do well, then great. But if they do bad, it's Justin's fault. You had the 9 at Gulfstream, 6-1. All right, so let's get out to. So we've got obviously
already to.
All right, so that's. So we're just going to stay here at Golden Gate Fields, and I love the 6 horse. I can't believe this horse is 11-1 right now. Bottle of Smoke. I mean, this horse is 4-5. I didn't even like this horse. I don't know. Somebody's wrong because the 2 horses I like are 11-1 and 12-1. I don't know. Anybody have any answers? I don't know what to think. I mean, the 1 horse is coming in from Santa Anita Park, mostly turf. I don't know why it has to run that good. It's 7-1, so it's dead on the board. And here's the 2 horse, Bottle of Smoke. I mean, something's going on here. Why is this horse getting so much love? 7-1 in the Equinedge Morning. I mean, nothing is adding up in this race, right? I don't know. 4-5 on the 2. Help me. Anybody know? Here's what I thought with the 5. Again, Justin and I we handicapped this race. We handicapped all the races at Santa Anita Park. So I'm feeling more comfortable at Santa Anita right now because of the mandatory payout, which starts here in about 20 minutes. But Shot of a Lifetime was the favorite in the last race and faced many of these, the 3 and the 7. But the pace stopped, and the 5 horse couldn't get the lead. 5's going to get the lead here, and this horse is 12-1. Now, if there was one horse to be in the money, I'm not saying it's going to win, but the 5 horse should be in the money. So if you're playing exotics or, like trifectas, whatever, you could do something like all with 5, in the trifecta. I mean, I'd imagine the 5's going to be, well, first of all, how do you look at a horse like this? First of all, it needs the lead. It couldn't get the lead, and it lost to the 3 and the 7. And the 3 right now is 7-2.
And the red light
half a
is
length.
flashing on the
This 5
starting
horse
gate.
only
Half a
lost
length
by
lead
2
to
lengths
the
to that
Rebels
horse
and
and a
Dixon
length and a half to the
leading race
7.
3.
So what I'm saying is the 5 horse now is going to have a clear lead. How's that horse not going to be in the money? So what's up, Brooks? So it is a wide open race. I don't know what to expect from the 1. I think the horse is dead on the board. The 6 horse should run a good race here. It should run a good race. This horse, second off the layoff. This horse can rate, gets a good post, had the rail last time out and dueled. What I like to see with horses first time off of a layoff, I want to see them duel and hang in there. And then they come back and they rate and they win. And you're talking about Brittany Burgess, 26%. So I think this 6 horse deserves a long look. 2 horse, I don't know what to make of this 2. I think it's getting overbet.
Fly Nightly to the inside post is low.
So we'll see what happens. Let's get out to
Premium
Golden
Forest
Gate Fields and see if
position
this
number
5
3.
and 6 can run good. 10-1 and 11-1. 5's going to have the lead. I'm almost sure of that.
2 back. Duchessois, post position 6.
What kind of handicapping is all 5?
Nowhere Man.
Well, there's
round
only 7 horses in the race. So 5 horses over 5 horses because we don't know who's going to win. What's up, Noel?
We're ready to go.
You're still handicapping that the 5 at 10-1 or 11-1 is going to be in the money, Ray. To be fair, right? And the 5 is going to go possibly gate to wire and have the lead. If the jockey does his job, he's going to go to the lead. There we go. This was the favorite in a race similar to this last time out, and you're getting 7-1 right now because you guys bet the hell out of this horse.
It's on the lead, Shot of a Lifetime, dictating terms, 3/4 of a length ahead of Bottle of Smoke, clearly in the second, and a good stocking position for him. A length and a half farther back to Duchessois. His stablemate Fly Nightly right on his tail. Premium Forest trails with Nowhere Man there at the back together, and they're 6 lengths off the loose leader, Shot of a Lifetime, who goes off at 7-1 and opens up the leading margin to 2.5 lengths here. Bottle of Smoke still in stock mode second. Duchessois third to the outside of the barn buddy, Fly Nightly. Then comes Premium Forest and Nowhere Man still at the back together. And they're only 4 lengths behind now as Shot of a Lifetime gets a breather down the backside, is still in front. The margin's a length and a tail. Bottle of Smoke a little bit closer. Duchessois continues to run in the clear third. Fly Nightly stays on the fence. Premium Forest diggled along a little bit as he hits the far turn run. Now second to last, Nowhere Man joins him once again as they round the far turn. Shot of a Lifetime opens up the lead to a length and a half. Bottle of Smoke sent along from the second position. Duchessois gets a tap on the shoulder. Fly Nightly stays on the inside. Nowhere Man feels the whip. He's 4 lengths behind under a ride, and Premium Forest stays on the fence, cuts the corner off the turn, but he's got to pick it up. They all do if they want to catch Shot of a Lifetime, who scampers away. Shot of a Lifetime, 3-length lead with a furlong to go. Bottle of Smoke, he calls it an afternoon. He's done. Fly Nightly into second. Premium Forest coming on for a minor award, but Shot of a Lifetime put up his best shot today, and he hit a home run. Shot of a Lifetime.
5-1-3. 5-1-3.
Second, Premium Forest third.
That's handicapping right there. So I just show up and just give you guys the 5 horse. What do you want from me? I'm done. I got nothing else. That's good to see. I mean, you have to look at that, right? That's why the pace makes the race. Pace makes the race. Here's how I found this. So I clicked on our link feature here, right? And I clicked on that last race, and I saw that this horse was the favorite. And I thought, okay, it seems to need the lead to me. Let's see what the story is. And when you look here, Shot of a Lifetime was 30% to win that race, right? And it just couldn't get the lead, right? Look, it wasn't the fastest pace. It was a 53. There was a 57. There was a 59, right? And this horse got the lead. The 5 horse who had no chance of winning, but affected the race. So effectively, a 22-1 shot, Loretta, in that last race affected the race. And now you come over and see he was a 53, and there were 2 horses better than him. And then you come over here today, and you see he's a 64. Gets the lead, has a good SOR, and wins the race. That's how we caught that. So that link feature is coming out probably in a couple of months. But it's going to be part of what we call our Equine Edge Prime. So that's going to come out probably in 2 or 3 months. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Bill. Christy, everybody, thank you. All right. Right? That's how we catch that. So, and Justin was a huge help in this too. The reason is it's always nice when you can find somebody that you can handicap with where you don't run all over each other and you have an open, and you're going back and forth and you're having that dialogue. And I'm like, Justin, you got to look at this 5 horse. This horse could get a really clear lead. What's up, Manny? Let's make some money today. Right? This pace number is the best number. Absolutely. Right? So you see, first of all, the horse has a 16%, a good SOR, and has a 64 pace. Equine Edge morning line 7-1. Boom, horse goes off at 7-1, goes gate to wire. And by the way, how about the jockey change? Did you see that? By the way, look at the new feature now. You guys wanted a jockey, you got a jockey. Nothing wrong with nothing against Christian Herrera, but he's like 7%. And then you're going to Pedro Torrero, who's 19%. So you take that. There you go. Okay. Right? It's a worthy boom. What's up, Andrew? All right. All right, we got to get to the pick 6, don't we? Yeah, we got to do the pick 6. All right, mandatory payout is going to be over $4 million in this pick 6. I'm excited. I was for a second there, I didn't think we were going to do the show. We just could not figure it out, but we got it. And big shout out to Brad, and big shout out to Ruben as well. Okay, $16.20 horse, $16.40. All right. Okay, pick 6. So we're gonna do it. We'll do $120. Okay, I'm playing. So here's the thing: the 7 horse with Pratt. You can see my notes. So I liked these 3 horses. I wouldn't leave any of them out. I will say this: the 7 horse. Yes, it's got Pratt. But when you see this yellow, it means the horse is the favorite in the race. 3 times the horse is the favorite and burn money. I mean, and loses by 8 7/8 lengths, 8 3/4 lengths against a 44 group. GSR goes up 6 points. Yeah, but it's also facing tougher theoretically. It's lukewarm being bet. The 5 horse is 6-5 on the Equine Edge morning line, Rosie forecast. Second, I mean, this is the horse to beat in my mind for sure. No doubt. But I did think the 3 horse maybe could get the lead. Had the 10 hole last time out. I thought this horse deserved to look. And it's also 9-2 on the Equine Edge morning line. So that's one metric. And then the second metric is the long shot and also the pace. So I thought the 3 deserved look. So we're going to add that horse. And then what you can do based on the $120 budget, if you regenerate, you'll see it'll add the 3 and then it'll change up. So if you're right about your bet, you're right about your change. Just make positive changes, and what you're going to do is influence if the system is using, like in this race, 1, 3, 5, 8, 9, eliminate a horse here that you're sure can't win. If you're right about that, you just increase your chance of winning exponentially, and it's going to add more horses based on your budget in the other legs. So let's just see if we can look here and go, no, I don't see it. Cover me up, the 8 horse. I mean, this horse seems to need the lead. It broke its maiden last time out against a cheaper field. This is a 58 group. It can win, but watch. So I'm going to force it. First of all, I liked the 9-3-2. I thought the 5 deserved a look. So we're going to take out the 1, and we're going to take out the 8. We're going to add the 2. Because me and Justin already handicapped this race, and we narrowed it down to these 4. And if you don't want to play as big a ticket as me, In this particular leg, I would throw out the 5. Okay, I would throw out the 5. But we both like the 2 and the 3. And you can see some of the reasons up here. The 2-horse top SOR getting much easier here. Is the Equinedge morning line is good at 6-1 as well. What else? Training great, by the way. Justin told me that the training is great on the 2. Training's really great on the 3 right now. Equinedge long shot. What else? In the money in all 4 tries of the condition. You can see that right here. You can see Parnelli 4 races going 8 furlongs in the dirt. 1 win, 2 seconds, and 1/3 for $68,000 earned. So earned the most money as well. So it has a little bit of class. Equinedge long shot. It does have a bit of a layoff, but I'm not really worried about that with John Sheriffs at all. He has these horses ready to go and facing a little bit early, easier, and had issues in that last race. So I would think the 3-horse looks good. 5's off a layoff. Pratt Diamato on the 9, first time. So Diamato takes over. There is a big layoff. First time here in Southern California, I believe. Yeah. And what I didn't like was the GSR drops from 68 to 58. So I wasn't sure about that. So there were some positives and there's some negatives. Justin told me that the horse is training great. So yeah, the 9, right, Brooks? I think the 9-horse deserves a look. But again, that's what I'm leaning towards. If ever the screen regenerate button isn't on, just take one of the locks of the race and go like this, and it'll turn green. So we click on that. I'm going to take this last race here, and this is the thing. I think the 5 is a possible single. Justin as well. Justin really liked this 5. I really like this 5. I had 5-2, and the 10-horse I thought had a look, but I like the 5-2 best. So I did not like the 12. I mean, that post is not good, and this horse doesn't have any kind of class advantage at all. Nothing's changed. The horse has burned some money when it shouldn't. It draws wide. Now, you can't be wide here like that. It doesn't have any particularly great speed at all. I don't know. I tell you what, Justin and I really like the 5 a lot. So, you might take a risk. You might take a risk. Yeah, wait to take a risk, or try. You might try to take a risk. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep the 2. I'm just going to use the 2 and the 5. Lock the race and regenerate. Now it continues to single the 7-horse. But I think the 3, Justin and I have found this 3-horse, and this 7 has burned more money, so much money. I think that the 3-horse and the 2 and 6 are long shots. But for me, I'm taking a chance in singling the 3. This guy could go gate to wire. I'm going to suggest using an all in here. Okay. In this race, we really only liked the 2 and the 6. Justin kind of liked the 5 a little bit, Sensible Cat. I thought that the class of this 7-horse was weak, but the GSR is good. So mixed feelings with Equinedge long shot. The 6-horse comes out of a good race. Second time down the hill, often a horse's best, by the way, and comes out of a strong race where the winner came back to win the Grade 2 Buena Vista. And then also the horse that got second that day came back to win a non-graded stakes race. So this horse should run a very good race. So for me, on my ticket, it's the 2-horse that's trying to go 7 for 7, Becca Taylor, but second time on the turf. The GSR in this horse is a little bit low, but it's always been low. And this horse is going to have the lead. You can see the pace of this horse is very fast. So I'm going to say 2-6 and lock it in. So that's going to be the recommended ticket. That's going to be. What's up, Nathan? Why are you what's confusing? What's confusing? So All right. So we want to make sure we don't miss this. But here's the ticket right here. This is what I'm going to recommend. $76 ticket. $76.80. So I'm gonna play this with you guys. It's a 20-cent denomination. Santa Anita. It's going to be over $4 million in this pick six. So click on this pick six here. And we'll go 357, 357 with 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's an all with, I'm taking a chance on the 3 roses crystal. It's going to come from behind, way back, in fact. 2, 3, 5, 9 with 2 and 6 with 2 and 5. That's going to be my play. I'm gonna do $1, but it's 20-cent play. Comes out to $76.80. All right, you guys with me? Not taking the 5 and the 8. No, I'm not going to. Justin likes that horse. It's not my type of play. It is third off the layoff. I just didn't. Yeah, it'd probably be the only horse I would probably add if I was going to add. But I'm gonna try to win with the 2 or the 6. But I can understand using the 5 for sure. The 9 in race 4. The 9 in race 4? There's no way of knowing. I can't say that this horse can't run. Eddie Freeman is just in fuego. 50-1 in the Equinedge morning line.
The first leg of that.
I think I would probably watch.
Payout, a race number 4 on the turf.
I think I would just watch, but you know, for just a small ticket, this is what I recommend. I think the 3 horse is big, but you could definitely add the 5 here. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see. It's not that much more. There you go. 357. Let's just give this out. 357 with 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's an all. Take a chance on the 3 horse coming from behind and winning this race because the other ones don't seem to want to win. And the favorites been vulnerable and burning money. Then 2, 3, 5, 9 with 2, 5, 6 with 2, 5. I mean, you can certainly add whatever you want to add, but that's what I would do. Okay. So I'm going to add this for me on my ticket as well. Pick 6. It's going to be 357 with all, with 3, with 2, 3, 5, 9, with 5, Sensible Cat, with 2, 5.
With the rainbows.
All right, they're almost at the gate. New money. So let's see here. So new money, $2.5 million. So right now we're at $3 million essentially. By the time they get in that gate, I would imagine another 500,000. So we're looking at $3.5 to $4 million in the total pool. Let's see here. So some horses popping up on my email. Laurel Park, race 11, the 4 horse. All right. The 5 horse is 6 to 5 right now in this race. And let's take a look. That's rosy forecast. I mean, even money on the Equinedge morning line. I'm on staging. Don't forget, it might be a little bit different than what you guys are looking at. But Funny Feline, this horse could go gate to wire and run with Corner and Velasquez. So Kitten's Kid. I mean, it's, hard to take off Pratt, right? But look at this horse. Like when you see stuff like this, I mean, this horse just does not like to win. But betting the money in 6 tries. You could do something like a 5-3-7, 5-7-3, something like that. Or, like the 5's a likely winner in here. You could do a trifecta and go, 5 over 3, 7 over 3, 7. You could do something like that. And then you want to get your money back. Like you could go win and go, okay, how much did I bet on the pick 6? And you could, considering the horse is 7-5 right now, you could get your money back. Right? I'm going to do an exacta box. Well, I'm going to do an exacta 3-7 to the 5, because I think the 5 is going to be first or second. So I'm covering myself. All right. So let's see what happens here. They're going into the gate. Good luck, everybody. Fairgrounds, a horse just popped up to 2 in the next race. So right now, $3.6 million. So very close to $4 million. I thought the 11 deserved to look too, Mike.
Last few runners left to load. More than 3.7 million in the pool in the final stages of wagering. Beautiful Temple one from the outside. Bellows Music to complete the line. Good luck in the Rainbow 6. They're in the gate. And they're off. Roubaix shot out of there like a cannon.
So what we hoped for, we hoped that the 3 would get the lead.
Speed. And now here comes Funny Feline in the yellow colors, and Funny Feline is up to take the lead. Summer Pudding is now a joint second, racing on the outside of Kitten's Kid. And down on the inside, it is Sheila's Charlie, now a joint second. Roubaix, who broke well, 4 lengths
We
off
cannot
the
like the 5
At
being
the
on the rail like that. I'll tell you that at all. Like that's really bad.
The half-mile pole. Mensa on tap is one from the rail and a little bit tight. They're followed by Yes, Your Grays. Beautiful Temple, who broke well, is now 9 lengths off the lead. It's a length and a half to Rosie Forecast, who starts to make some progress, racing on the inside of Bellows Music. And at the back of the field is Sugar Apple.
The 5 just checked up too. Come on, 3.
Opened up. Funny Feline.
We want the 5 to get second. Can we get the 5 to get up for second?
Chase on the outside of Kitten's Kid, and they're followed by Beautiful Temple inside the 8th pole. Funny Feline.
Come on, 3.
5-length lead and showing no signs of weakening. It's Funny Feline to take.
How's that pace number?
Funny Feline wins
Honestly.
it by 4. Roubaix was second. Beautiful Temple third.
It's huge.
Mood,
That's the best thing we could have asked for right there. Beating that big favorite who had a terrible trip. And the speed, getting the lead there and going gate to wire is huge. That's why we have the pace number right there. Right? You might not use that horse. And then how about the Equinedge? Look at 3 things pointing towards this horse. The Equinedge morning line's 9-2. The horse goes off at 5-1. The Equinedge long shot, completely separate, different algorithm. And the top pace number. It's incredible. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't see the 4, unfortunately, but yeah. Huge. Johnny Velasquez. That was the best case for the pick 6. Absolutely best case. All right. It's good stuff.
American Sanctuary.
They're going
Jose
into the
Ortiz
gate
up for
over
Chris
at
Davis.
Gulfstream Park.
We're sprinting at 6 furlongs.
There's a
the
lot of pace in the
66th
race
edition
here.
of the $100,000 Hutchinson.
Looks like the 4 can
with
rate.
3 still to move in.
But what about a horse like the 2 horse that's going to close? Has broke
Here's
11th in the
Nitrous
last
Channel.
couple of races. And
Running
it's
the
been off of a
Spinelli family
layoff.
Silks today. Provocateur.
This horse, not sure if
Desert
it can
Ruler to
rate
the
very
outside.
well. I think the 4, it's going way up
Desert
after
Ruler
breaking
and
that
Leo
maiden. It
Reyes
did
to
it
complete the
impressively.
line.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what
Indicate.
happens here. Let's take a look, though.
Racing in the Hutchison. Excellent beginning for the favorites here. Provocateur springs out with Nitrous Channel right alongside. Golden Wand's going to mix it up with them. He's now at the inside and challenging for the lead. Out wide on the course in Desert Ruler, saving ground is Sport Pepper. And American Sanctuary is last of all. So Tyler Gaffleone and Nitrous Channel have to sit second behind the speed of Golden Wand. Golden Wand leads 3 parts of length. Nitrous Channel is in a good position second. Provocateur is well spotted third. In between horses, that's American Sanctuary. He's headstrong because he has no place to go. At the rail, Sport Pepper, and the trailer is Desert Ruler. The leader is Golden Wand. Golden Wand stretching it out a touch. He leads 3 parts of a length. Provocateur moving now. So Gaffleone has to get to work on Nitrous Channel. Nitrous Channel responds, though, and he's up to stick a neck in front. Nitrous Channel has the lead, but right back at him, Provocateur. The 2 favorites set to square off with a quarter of a mile remaining. Nitrous Channel on the inside fights to hold it. Provocateur right up alongside, and now Provocateur sticks a neck in front. Nitrous Channel flat to the boards, trying to get back on terms, but Provocateur is getting away.
got it, Dan.
And Jockey
Thanks,
Ortiz
Curtis.
Jr. win the Hutchison by 2 in the end. Nitrous
5-4-3.
Channel second. Golden Wand ran well. He was third.
5-4-3. All right, let's get out to Golden Gate Fields. One of my favorite race announcers, Matt Dinnerman. Such a good guy. It looked like that kind of race, right? It looked like a tough race. Okay, Justin. All right, here we go. Let's get out to Golden Gate Fields. Don't forget, Laurel Park race 11. The 4 horse popped up. Let's see. Silent Service, 9-5, 6-5 on the Equinedge morning line. So might want to take a look at the 4. And over at Fairgrounds, race number 9, number 2 popped up, who's 9-1 right now. So take a look at that one. Excess Magic, okay? So watch that. In what appears to be a wide open race. See, a lot of times you see a horse like this who seems to run his best on or near the lead, draws the inside going 5.5 furlongs, needs a perfect trip, and you've got, a decent amount of horses here, 8 horses, and so it has to get the trip. It has to get the trip. And what about this 4 horse? It's got a 68 SOR, 9-1. And this horse is going to be forwardly placed as well. Actually, it looks like the 3 could go gate to wire, huh? But I don't know. The 4 is very fast as well. So what if the 4 puts pressure on the 3, right? And then that sets it up for a horse like the 1 horse, who's 13%, the 5 horse, who's 14%. And what about the 2 horse we talked about that popped up on the email, 18%. So, and let's just say the 3 and 4 do stop. What about a 1, 2, 5 exacta box, right? Something like that. Something like that. Anyways, that's the way to handicap her. I'm just showing you how you can handicap that race. But let's get out to Golden Gate Fields. Pick 6 starts here as well. We won't play one because we've already played one, but we did handicap this race, Justin and I, and what we found out was we watched the video of this race and there was 0 speed. I mean, the top pace number was 46. This horse couldn't get any pace whatsoever. Is going to get true pace here. Didn't love the 8 so much. It's a 9-year-old that doesn't like to win and draws the 8 post. So I didn't really love the 8. And why is that important? Because if you're going to play like a trifecta or an exacta and stuff, you don't necessarily have to use a horse like the 8 possibly. And not only that, the jockey trainer combination 6% in 47 races. So just something to think about. I liked this 4. How is he 5-1 on the Equinedge morning line? Orozco gets off of the 3 and the 5 horse and gets on the 4 horse, and this horse is 31-1. I'm scratching my head over that. I don't get it. I get part of it, and that's because the 3 is just taking so much action, which also surprises me, honestly. Like, this horse being 1-5 is absolutely ludicrous. What about the 1 going possibly gate to wire? You're getting 7-1 right now in earnest that absolutely could go gate to wire. It's the same type of scenario as we just had over at wherever we were handicapping. This horse can go gate to wire. The 3 horse can go gate to wire, but on the 7 burning money, this 1 horse could not get the lead last time out. Here, it's going to get the lead today. So, and it's 24%. It's got a good SOR. It's the Equinedge long shot, almost the exact same scenario. The 1 and 7 duel. No, I think the 1's way faster than the 7, but 7's going to go though. It's not a bad question, Jay, at all. 7's going to try to go, but 7 can't win the race. The only thing you could do is push the 1 horse a little bit, and he might. But I would say this 4 horse has got to be used. Has to be used.
It's just new.
Right? How do we bet this thing? Who can win the race? 3 is getting hammered. 1 could go gate to wire. So how about 1 and 3 can win the race? And then, so we do something like this, right? So we go to Golden Gate. We do an exacta 1, 3 with 4, right? Then we do a trifecta 1, 3 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 8. Not the 7. 1, 2, 3, 8 with 1, 2, 3, 8 with 4. Something like that. That's how I would do it. And do it maybe a bigger trifecta 1, 3 with 1, 3 with 4. All right. That's how I would do it. That one is certainly deserves a look. It hung in there pretty good considering it couldn't get the lead. So to me, that's always a sign. If a horse can't get the lead and it loses by 20, it can still win next time out, but I like this scenario a lot better. All right, almost at the gate. Don't forget to like the show, everybody, if you don't mind. It makes a big difference on our channel. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And you can just click on the bell and you'll get notifications of the shows. We're going to start doing a lot more shows. The Good Chalk, Bad Chalk's going to kick back up with Brady Klotz and Mike Somich on Thursday. So you don't want to miss that. And a lot of good things are coming up. We're going to have this. You're going to have this new user interface in the next probably 10 days, and you'll have the same with the handy view right here. You can see we've now got jockeys and more to come. You can see we've made this very readable. Also, look here, like when you're looking on a handy view now, you can go from the win percentage to the win percentage, to the GSR to the GSR, because they're the same colors. And so what you want to do is compare. And what you're hoping to see is the GSR go up, and you want to see the SOR go down. And you'd love to see the win percentage go up a little bit as well. When you see that, you might have a bet. Do we have anything in here like that? Let's see here. 12, 10, 53, same. This horse, the 2 horse, is just going up in class. That's all that happened. Everything else is the same. Goes up in win percentage a little bit, same GSR, same. It just needs pace. That's why this horse shouldn't be 3 to 5. All right, let's see what happens here.
Broken finger.
Matt Dinnerman has the call. This is race number 4 from Golden Gate Fields on mandatory payoff day over from Santa Anita Park. And we've got the golden hour coming for you as well. And that starts in race number 8 from Santa Anita Park. Good luck. Nathan, the link feature is going to probably be hopefully a couple of months from now, but it's going to be on a different package. It's going to be on what we're going to call Equinedge Prime, and we're going to step it up. That package is going to have a lot of stuff on it, a lot of cool things. You guys are going to be happy about that, but it's we have to charge for it because it just costs too much money to build. Race replays will be on there, all sorts of things. We're ready to go. All right, let's get this 1 to get an easy lead. Hopefully the 7 won't. The 1 broke bad.
Ernest was off a little bit slowly from the inside. He hopped in the air at the start, and now Frank Alvarado gets to work on him. He wants some part of the pace. Now he's going to take back. So not a great break for Ernest. And
I don't think the one can rate. I don't think the one can rate at all. So I would think the one's
aggressively
toast.
ridden as well to get forward position. And Broken Finger has the lead around the clubhouse turn from Impossible, who's back at second
We'll
on the
see.
tail of the leader. He's 2.5, 3 lengths clear of Ernest.
What we're hoping to, though,
we
we need some pace in here.
Rob's Lucky Spirit
And we're
is
getting
next.
it.
He's
23 and
alongside
3
of
definitely helps the 3 horse,
Vertigo
helps
at
the
back
8
of the
horse,
pack. Is
and,
they tough it out. So they're down the back stretch.
certainly helps
here,
our
and
4 horse
Broken
as well.
Finger has the lead by 1.5 lengths, Impossible. In the second position, right behind, and now Broken Finger gets a breather down the backside. Ernest still in third on the inside, closer, 2.5 lengths off the pace, followed by Alley Cat at the rail. Rob's Lucky Spirit, 5 behind. He's alongside of it, Vertigo, in a gap of 2 to tough it out. Who can see them all as they hit the forward turn run? Broken Finger slowed the pace down to the second quarter mile. Now he picks up the tempo once again. Leads by a length and a tail. Impossible. Hard set to keep pace from the second position. And
3
third
just
on the
needs
outside,
room.
Alley
I think the
Cat.
4
Ernest
is going to
shaking
end
up
up
on the
going
fence.
wide and has some
Rob's
horse.
Lucky Spirit.
We'll
He's
see.
waiting for a
Here
spot
comes
to
the
go.
3.
He's trying to get outside, but Vertigo's pinning him in.
Come on, 4.
Now
Go to the
he's gonna
outside.
cut
There you
the
go.
corner.
So he's got
Rob's
some
Lucky
horse.
Spirit and come with his
Come
way
on,
down
4.
the fence,
We
down
got to get the
lane.
3 through, though.
Broken
Come on, 3.
Finger's
Get through.
tired. Rob's Lucky Spirit is looking. He's crying for a way out. Rob's Lucky Spirit ducks to the outside.
Come on,
Ernest
4.
on
Get
the
up.
jump. Rob's Lucky Spirit.
Get up, 4.
Alley Cat
Get up.
fighting. Rob's Lucky Spirit.
Get up.
Horrific trip.
Get up for
him.
third.
And Ernest
Oh.
Ernest over Rob's Lucky Spirit. Really bad trip for the big
Oh.
favorite. Second best. Traffic the whole way down the stretch. And then there was a photo for third.
I don't know. Did he get 4th? I don't know. But look at the 1 horse at 5-1. I mean, that's the one we wanted, right? 1-3. Did I even do an exacta box 1-3? Oh, I don't know if the 4. I don't even remember what I bet. Tell me I did a 1-3. I think everything was in a trifecta.
Number 1, Ernest first. Second goes to number 3, Rob's Lucky Spirit. Third, number 5, Alley Cat. Photo finish for 4th. Please continue to stand by until the photo finish has been posted and the race is declared official.
So I'm 1-3-5. So I think the 4 horse maybe even got 5th, but it's close. That was pretty crazy. But getting the 1 horse home, would have been, that was good. And so that just wasn't bet right, but the 1 horse did win the Equinedge long shot over the 3 horse. So that's got to be a decent exacta as well. And the 4 horse, I don't really think the 4 horse it was behind horses. I'm not sure if it had any excuses. How about that 1 horse? I don't think this horse has ever really come from behind before. So Frank Alvarado doing a very, very good job.
Running 4th was number 4 at Vertigo. 5th,
so
number 8,
we
Tough It
said
Out.
that maybe the 4 horse
1, 3, 5, 4,
1-3-1-3,
The
the 4 horse
5 finishers in race 4.
So what I should have
1, 3, 5,
1-3-1-3 with
8.
all with 4. So a superfecta should have been what happened. Did any of you have that superfecta? You got that, Christy? Oh, I should have done a superfecta. Yeah, I counted on that 4 to at least get 3rd, but a superfecta, that superfecta is going to be really nice. 5-1 over 7-5, I think, over 35-1 over 9-1. That just goes to show you how much it comes down to betting, right? Oh, you bet the 1? Nice. 1-3 box. John had that. Yeah, it was an amazing run. Get it, John. All right. What do we got? Laurel Park, race 11.
Dixon is in.
Okay, Laurel Park, the 4 horse popped up at 7-5.
Power back. Silent service. 6-5.
All right, let's see what happens here. Over at
Loaded
Laurel.
sniper. Wicked Prankster and Rummer. 6-5. Silent Service. Laurel 9-5. Lined up. And they're off. Wicked Prankster and Robert on the outside, and Loaded Sniper is in the early mix too. Here's Dialing Dixie racing in fourth position. Silent Service is in fifth, 4.5 from the front. And back to power back and trailing is Triggs. Wicked Prankster shows the way into the turn from Raumer. The outside second now is Wicked Prankster getting away a length and a half or two from second Raumer. The outside now moving up is a Silent Service is in third position, and followed by Loaded Sniper in fourth. Dialing Dixie next, and power back and trailing the field is Triggs. Opening quarter was sharp, 23.28. Wicked Prankster, the one to reel in. And Raumer meaning business now on the outside as they turn past that quarter pole and head for home. It's other 6 lengths back. On the inside, Loaded Sniper is in third. Wicked Prankster drifting wide, carrying out Raumer just a bit there, but Raumer is still going strong. Raumer, as Wicked Prankster battles back on the inside. And inside is Loaded Sniper racing in third at an even clip. And here is Raumer. Raumer, Wicked Pranksters run big, but Raumer's just too good. Under Dennis Arujo for a double. For Dennis Arujo, it is Raumer to take
right,
it over
7.
Wicked Prankster.
7 gets the win. All right. Raumer, no 4. Okay. The 4 break bet, is that what happened? All right. We got Santanita race number 5 coming up. And you guys want to do a pick 5? So let's do. So this is what the pick 5 would be. We have an all in here. So at least we don't, this is one race we don't have to worry about. I don't really know how else I would change this. I really actually like the only thing I don't like about this 3, yes, it has no speed, but there's more speed in here than what it had last time. And who the 3 was facing, Rose's Crystal, was much better than what's lined up in here. Much better. And you're going to take a horse to come from behind like this. This is the type of horse you would take, and especially in a race where the favorite is for money. It's not that this horse can't win. Pratt's aboard, but I watched this horse last time. Same surface, same distance. Had an easy lead on the inside. Broke a little bit slow, but not really. Didn't have to be, and just stopped. I don't know. I mean, and the 3 comes out of a really good race in which there was no speed. Better horses, the top 2 finishers. They were both big favorites. Here, I'll show you. Much stronger race. See it? So if you look, the 4 horse was lone speed. Okay. Look at this. 6-5 on the Equinage morning line, a much nicer horse, and got an easy lead and still barely hung on. And the 1 horse was 3-5 and it came on. It's got some class to it. And then the 5 horse, which had a 4 on the pace, barely lost. Barely lost. And that was a much stronger race. Those 2 favorites were much stronger. And this horse had no speed. And what? This horse lost by a length. A little bit over a length. I like in a race with a lot of horses, but I really like Rose's Crystal. And Bravos he excels with horses that come from behind like this. So that's why I thought maybe this horse was a single. All right. So if you're playing a pick 5, it's a $96 play. That's what I would recommend. Fairgrounds race number 9. The 2 horse popped up, so maybe the 2 horse is a horse you want to look at. I can't show the race, but maybe it's a horse you want to play. Let's see here. Oh, 2 horses popped up over at Aqueduct race number 10. So Aqueduct race number 10, the 2 horse popped up. And Santa Anita, 2 horses popped up. We'll talk about that in a sec. If you're playing Turfway Park, race number 1, number 5. Okay? So those are all, if you're wondering what that is, that's just an emailed algorithm that we're testing. So Fairgrounds race number 9, this is the one I said maybe do a 1-2-5 exacta box. Let me know what happens in this race. Only because I thought the 4 and the 3 could duel. But the 3 could just keep on going because look at that SOR. I mean, no question. This is a strong horse. It is. It is. It's a strong horse. So, and this horse has been off since August. I mean, I guess you could do a 3. Stogie time. Let's see. Well, Fairground's probably already taken off, huh? All right, so let's get to Santa Anita. Let me know what happens over there. The 3 is the horse to beat, no doubt about it. Can go gate to wire, has the SOR, has the speed, has the class. No doubt. It has been off a layoff, but I was maybe going for some long shots for the exacta box. 2 finished 3rd at Aqueduct. Thank you for letting me know, John. We'll do Golden Gate, Jared, in a second. Okay, we're just gonna watch the Santa Anita race first
and see the.
So we got the pick 5 over here at Santa Anita. It's Golden Hour. Don't forget, we'll do a Golden Hour starting in race number 8, pick 4. By the way, I don't know if you've seen this, but watch this. You see these notes here? I put these notes on Santa Anita race number 8. Okay. Now watch when we go to the Golden Hour. I'm going to go over here to the race drop down picker, and I'm going to go to Golden Hour wagers. And the first leg is going to be race number 8 at Santa Anita Park. These notes should transfer. Watch this. You see that? So they transfer now. So if you do your handicapping at Santa Anita and Golden Gate Field and you put notes up there, they will transfer over to the Golden Hour. And look how easy it is to play the Golden Hour. And the live odds should be working now. Brad told me the live odds are working. So you can come over here, you can do a Golden Hour, and your notes are still there. So you can handicap, and we go to Golden Gate Fields, back to Santa Anita, back to Golden Gate Fields. Look at all the notes are there. And we should have live odds. So really easy to play the Golden Hour wagers now. It just doesn't. This doesn't exist anywhere else. Look at you're clear. You know exactly what the race is. Non-graded stakes race, $100,000 purse, race 8. You've got your notes, right? Good stuff. Becca Taylor is going to be on the lead, but Eddie's New Dream is no joke. I think this is a major player in the race. Becca Taylor, this horse just has a ton of heart. Pratt's going to be on the lead. Interesting that Equinedge has this horse at 3-2 and the odds maker has it at 4-5. I don't know. I think the 5 horse and the 6 horse are the danger. We'll see. Nice, John. Nice. The 1 horse. I put a note on the 1 just throughout the last race. I mean, look at that. It was a 66. This is where it's a grade 2, 66 SOR. If you throw that out, then this horse deserves a long look. And it's facing easier here. I would agree with you, Patrick. I would agree. Oh, thank you for that. The email horses, 6 and 9. 6 and 9 popped up here. I thought the race was a grab bag. Disco Ball is going to be sitting. It's the favorite, and I did like this horse, and Brian Corner already won one here in the first leg. Maybe he can get back-to-back. I thought it was a really tough race. That's why I did an all, but the 6 horse was certainly one of the ones. No doubt about it. How about this to give you to think about? What about Noble Reflection at 9-1? Look at this pace number. This horse has a big chance with a very aggressive jockey in Herrera to go gate to wire. For sure. I thought the 7 horse was most likely to be in the money, but just couldn't trust the horse on the win. If you're playing exotics, you could key the 7. I'd key the 7 in the 3rd spot, honestly, or maybe even the 2nd spot, but I wouldn't put it in the win spot. But we'll see what happens here. Frank Miramani with the call of race number 5. This is the late pick 5. What's up, Brady, my man? You ready to get back going on Good Chalk, Bad Chalk? We're all ready to go.
Waiting on Affable to complete the line. They're in the gate.
You know what? When Brady and both Justin are on, it makes me happy. Justin's the one that created the booms. The 4 horse, who was the pace of the race, just stumbled badly. This makes the race wide open because you can't count on a pace. You cannot count on a pace.
Showing plenty of early speed too.
Interesting, very interesting.
Ball in between. So Disco Ball and Affable go on to lead around the first turn. Then it's Holding the Loot. Phantom Dance is on the inside, and in between those two is Mongolian Wind. These 5 separated by about 3 lengths. A gap of 4 to Divine Armor, then Noble Reflection and Zimbo Warrior at the back. Down the back stretch, and it's Disco Ball past the 5/8 pole, leading 3/4 of a length to Affable.
22 and 4 is extremely fast.
In third. Then Phantom
really,
Dance,
really
Mongolian
fast.
Wind, Noble Reflection.
4 is going to
5 off
stop.
the lead. A length back to Divine Armor, who's 2 in front of Zimbo Warrior. Disco Ball.
We'll take the 8. Can we get Holding the Loot to win this race?
Affable second.
Can we get Holding the Loot to win this race?
At the rail, Phantom Dance.
Can we get some excitement here in the house with this 8 right now? Because the 6 and 9 went too fast up front. Can we? One time? 7 in the money wide. I don't know if the 7 can win. Come on, somebody come besides the 7. How about the 5? How about the 5? Somebody come. Somebody come.
By Phantom Dance, they're inside the 8th. And it's Affable and Disco Ball, nose and nose. Affable just in front.
Come on, 1.
Disco Ball, brave along the inside.
No, second.
But yields grudgingly, and it will be Affable to score by
3rd.
a length and a half. Tight photo.
Speed held,
Disco Ball
9.61.
and Phantom Dance
I'm
and Divine
shocked,
Armor
to be
and
honest with you,
Zimbo
because that
Warrior.
was a really fast pace. They did slow it down, though. You can see they went from 23 to 47. Okay, so they did slow down. But I'll tell you what, if the 4 wouldn't have broke bad, it would have, the 1 horse would have probably won the race. So good pick, Patrick. I mean, we're moving on. 9 horse Affable wins. Top 2 Equine Edge picks. Holding the Loot had no trouble at all. And can I tell you what you have to look for? Look at the SOR. This 8 horse ran a really good race, but look how good that 8 ran. But look at the SOR. So it's a 53 SOR. So you have to put a note on that horse going, this horse ran a good race, even rated a bit, but there was just too tough of a field. That's all it was, because it will look bad on paper. You'll see on paper, you won't see an SOR, so you won't know that this horse really ran good, but the competition was just too tough. Ran good, just needs easier. And you might get a long shot next time. So these types of notes are really, really important. And then, by the way, that's why when we have the link feature, where you can go back and look at these horses, you know, here on the, like I have here on this, on the test site. You'll be able to click on this and you'll be able to go back just like this, and you'll be able to look. Wow, that was fast. That was good. Popped up quickly. And you'll be able to see, okay, how strong was the field, right? So if you look, you can see this horse just been facing too tough of horses, but it tries. So it just needs easier. That's it. It's as simple as that. Pace makes the race and class. So if you are willing to throw out horses using the SOR, knowing that, hey, this horse was right there in the stretch, but when it came down to the real running at the end, it was just not classy enough. That's how you get prices. All right. All right. Gulfstream Park, race number 12. Big shout out to the Stronach group, by the way. Okay, they're running right now, but who did the system say? 4.35. No, almost no pace in the race at all. 4.35. Let's take a look.
We're racing ahead of Candy Cool. Still out the back is Henry III. Still up front is Forte Ventura. Forte Ventura through a 50 and 1/2 mile. He has the lead. Dunnigan continues to pursue the issue while second. Up to third goes Seven Bridges Road at the rail. Cousin It. Then back to Squeeze Me Mike with hashtag No Wonder Next. It's Me and Needs Room toward the rail. 3 wide Food Bank Helper from between them and Travel Guide. Trying to rally while 7 or 8 lengths behind is Candy Cool. And the trailer is Henry III. Around the far turn they race. Forte Ventura tries to sprint away from
So Ford's going to go on the inside and get second. No one's going to, well, no, it went to the outside. 10's running pretty good, but I don't think the 10 catches the 3. 3 looks to be going okay, and the 4 is going to come. 10's kind of struggling. It's going to be 3-4. Right, so it's pretty chalky. That's what the system had.
Forte Ventura.
And 10 looks like it's going to hold on for third.
Second, hashtag No Wonder. Third was Seven Bridges Road. Fourth was Dunnigan. There's a tight photo for fifth for the high.
All right. God, love that Stronach racing. Love it. Especially we can show you videos like that. Big shout out to RTN, RCN, and of course the Stronach group, Tyler, Andrew. Big shout out to them for bringing you the golden hour, right? So and live races as well. But you can see it had 4-3, 3-4. Their, let's see their win percentages. The 4 was, look at, you can see. And you can find some of these horses. Like look at the let's look at the top win percentages. It's 4, 1, 3, 10. You see that? And the 10's 29-1. You see that? So use these sort buttons. Use these sort buttons because they're solid. All right. Turfway Park's coming up. The system had the 5 horse. So sorted here. It's the second top win percentage. But here's the thing. Look at it. The 9 horse has a lower SOR and less pace. I would think this 5 horse is extremely live to get a really good trip if good enough, and has a higher SOR. Okay. So you might want to take a look at that 5 horse carefully. It has the top pace. It has 31%, and it's got the top SOR. Solid. Second time starter too. You can't see it. The only reason you're even getting 3-1 is because this horse ran so bad first time out. But it's dropping big time. From a straight maiden down to 7,500 claimer, and it showed speed in the beginning. Been off since August, but I would imagine this horse should be good enough to win this race. So Oaklawn, race number 9. Jay, I have no idea if that's figured in the pace ratings. I honestly don't know. I wish I could tell you. I certainly would if I knew. I have no idea what it's looking at. These algorithms have a mind of their own. I just know this. We're 10 points better than any other pace number in all of horse racing. And some of the top handicappers in horse racing, they use it and they know it as well. That's a fact. It's not bragging. It's just the truth. The pace number, the GSR is so good. It's one of our top algorithms, but this pace number is, I want to better every algorithm we have on this site. The one algorithm I know we probably will never be able to better is that pace number. It's incredible. All right, where was I going? All right, we're going to go to Golden Gate, race number 5. Let me know how that 5 runs. 6-5 now. Oh, you want to go to Oaklawn. All right, I'll look at Oaklawn. Oaklawn, you want to look at who? You want to look at race 9, look at the 8. You got it. So the first thing that I see with a horse like this is, well, it stumbled last time out. You have to look at changes. What's different about this 8 horse? Ramon Vasquez jumps aboard. Then you look at the favorites. Are the favorites vulnerable? I mean, this horse looks really good. Grade 3, this horse, like, he's very consistent. 8.5 furlongs, win percentage 29. GSR is about the same. Rosario, Brad Cox, Thomas Shelby. This horse is going to be forwardly placed. Probably going to be, the one's going to be on the lead. I think the 8's a good long shot. I think the 8 could be in the money. I think if one of those 3 favorites stops, then the 8 could be the one that actually picks up some pieces. I don't think the 8 wins, though. I don't think all 3 of these horses getting bet are all going to stop. Not only that, this Equinedge long shot is the real deal for sure. Rated R superstar. So I think the 8's okay, just okay. But it certainly could be in the money. Oh, he does? Yeah, I love Peter. See, he knows. Peter knows. Peter's been doing it a long time. Peter's not one to say something if he doesn't mean it. He's just not. So, like, we feel confident here that the one's going to have the lead. So then you look at the other things. You look at the SOR. The SOR is a 71. That's good. The top win percentage is the 4, but only 29%. And also look at the one horse, been in the money, first or second in all 5 tries, and has earned 242,000. I mean, look at the 3. 6 wins in 1 second and 7 tries with a GSR of 77, and it has a nice SOR. I mean, holy crap. These are some nice horses. So to answer your question on the 8 horse, I mean, not likely to win the race, but I mean, maybe third. Maybe third. All right, Golden Gate.
He won for.
All right, race number 5, pick 5. So we'll do that. And has the top pace and top SOR. 1-9 right now on the 5 to go gate to wire. Look at the Equinedge morning line. It's 5-1 on the 4. And the 3 horse. The problem I have with a horse like this is it going to press the 5. But it's 21-1. What the heck is going on here? 2 for 2 lifetime at the surface and distance. But I'm gonna tell you that I think this is going to be a 5-4 exacta cold. I think the 3 is going to be too close to the 5, and the 5 is just going to go all out from the very beginning. And I think this one horse can run a good race. So I'm going to tell you 5. I would do an exacta 5 over 1-4. And I would single this 5 and regenerate. Let's see.
5-4, ladies and gentlemen. Start of the late pick 5.
All right. So, and let's see if this covers it here. He does have a good win percentage. All right, so let's do this.
And the red light is flashing up the starting gate at Golden Gate Fields. The runners have made their way towards the gate for race number 5. Alamura to the inside post is loaded into the gate. Alamura goes in. Nuestra Grito, post position 2. Here's Sen coming
Okay,
in.
this is the ticket right here. That's it. $108. Yeah, I would. I would, Noel.
3 back.
Beginning of the late pick 5. That's the ticket right there. 5 over
4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 6, 7, and 8 in race 7, 4, 7, 8, race 8, and race 9, 1, 7, 8, 9.
Post position
All right.
5.
All right. Matt Dinnerman, you're going a mile.
To
Let's
round
get
out
it.
the group, Come On Man and Irving Orozco. A big favorite in Anthony's Cleopatra, the filly routing for the first time. We're ready to go. And we're off. Sen got squeezed coming out of there a little bit. On the inside, Elamura broke sharply her stablemate. She's going to take back. And Nuestra Grito has the lead with Anthony's Cleopatra, who's keyed up on the outside, into second. Nuestra Grito has the lead into the clubhouse turn. Anthony's Cleopatra delegates the track from second. She's 3 lengths clear of Sen. Elamura, her stablemate, right behind. Unraptured is second to last early. And Come On Man is the trailer as they swing up the backside. Nuestra Grito has the lead by 3/4 of a length, and Anthony's Cleopatra usually on the lead in sprints. Today, she is tracking a pretty slow pace here to Nuestra Grito, who really slows the pace down. Anthony's Cleopatra right up outside of him. Then comes Sen in the third position, kept in the clear by Apprentice Jose Rodriguez. 2 lengths back to Unraptured, makes his way into fourth, slipping outside of Elamura. And Come On Man is the trailer now joining that pair, just 3 lengths from front to back. So they were strung out entering the first turn into the far turn. They're packed up. And Anthony's Cleopatra kicks on, sticks her head in front. Nuestra Grito back to second on the inside under pressure. Sen sent along 3 wide, a length to Unraptured. He's asked to go now. Elamura 4 lengths behind, niggled along a little bit.
See, 3's toast. So if the 5 can win, we got the 4 and the 1 should get up for third. I'm going to predict 5-4-1 right now.
Off the turn, puts the pedal to the metal off the turn, and opens up 2. Unraptured, though. Her stablemate's coming after her. It's a Tim McCann 1-2 with a furlong to go.
Stay up 5.
Unraptured is bearing down. Anthony's Cleopatra can't keep up with him, and Unraptured turns it on. He's back in good form, but Unraptured, he'll be off to the California
4,
Derby
5,
next
6.
month. Unraptured, a nice win.
That horse ran really good. Really good. What happened here? Let's see. You know, the system used it. Let's see here. They're all legs. Let's see what it did. See, it used the top 2 win percentages is what it did. So it did use it. You have the 4, Andrew? Nice. All right. Let's start looking at the golden hour. Let's see what we can do there. Golden hour wagers. We'll do the first leg. You had the 4 or 5, James, box? It was top GSR. We've upgraded the ticket generator, just so you know. So that was just me, my preference, but I was wrong there, and the system used it. So good win percentage. It really wasn't getting pressed, and it has a good SOR. Really no excuses here. And this horse was 2 for 2 lifetime as well. So a disappointing effort, but Unraptured. What happened to this horse here? Oh, it didn't like 9 furlongs? Probably, yeah. So look, it had a GSR of 62. It dropped, and then it went back up here, and it handled it. So it's lightly raced, and so it's a hard one. but the system was using it. R-rated Superstar did win. Wasn't that the 6 horse, the Equinedge long shot? What's up, Oldie? Right? What? That was Oaklawn Park, right? Okay. The Equinedge long shot. So there was a lot of speed in the race, and the 6 horse got up and won it. Who got second? Cruised, huh? Yeah, that's awesome. That's why everybody, seriously, like, the pace is so critical. And then when you're looking at that, though, look at the SOR. I'm telling you, these low SORs, unless it's facing a bunch of horses that are facing better horses that have been losing, right? Which you can find, but you'll see that these good SORs win. And so you can see a horse like the 8, unfortunately, and it's got a 65 SOR, so it's lower. It's got a low win percentage, so it can get up for the money, but most likely not win. You really are looking for and there's a lot of pace, so it seems like the 6 horse, it would set up for the 6. That's good. So 5 to 1 in the Equinedge morning line on the 6. Pace is, the horse can rate, but it doesn't necessarily have any kind of SOR advantage. So it has a shot, but it's really a hard one to see. Look at the 3 horse. I mean, 32 to 1, 3 could take them a long way. Could take them a long way. Something happened in that last race. I don't know. I don't think the 3 wins, but it could take them a long way. Get rid of this 1% horse here. I don't think you're beating the 9. But you could look at like a 9-6 exacta, and then grab one of these horses to come from behind. Well, you got the 11% horse here in the 8, right? So maybe like a 9-6-8, something like that. And then maybe take a good SOR. Who's a good SOR? 6 has a decent SOR. I wouldn't take a horse like the 4 with a 42 SOR. These horses, no. 10 horses lightly raced, so it could come from behind as well. But like a 9-6-8. I think the 8 might run decent, actually. 9 to 2 on the Equinedge morning line, and it's got the second top win percentage. The win percentage algorithm was updated as well, because Oldie kept hammering me, telling me how shitty the last one was. So I'm like, okay, we got to better it. Let me know what happens there. Don't you guys love handicapping? It's fun. All right, so in retrospect, I messed up on that 4 horse, so on that last race at Golden Gate. Sorry, guys. Well, this is the race where we have a single. Justin predicted the horse would go off at 4 to 1. Of course, the 7 would go off as the favorite, like we predicted, has burned a lot of money. We also thought that the 2 and the 6 horse deserved a long shot look. Okay. I can't wait to watch this race. Cannot wait. We really like this 3, Rose's Crystal. It's got the top SOR. There's pace in the race, way more pace than what it had last time. It's facing way easier than what it did. We looked at that past race. You have horses like the 6 horse and the 2 horse that can run good, but look at their Equinedge morning lines, 8 to 1 and 15 to 1. So the system's not loving it that much. Doesn't mean they can't run in the money, though. You're dreading this next single? I understand. I mean, I dread all singles. But how many people singled this 3 horse, right? I can tell you statistically, Oldie, this win percentage is better than the original one by far. Not even close. By like about a point. Let me know what happens at Fairgrounds. But I can't wait to see his 3 run. I think some money can be made too in this race because the 7 horses burned a lot of money. So I wasn't sure what to make of this 4 horse. I'm leaning against it, but the Equinedge morning line is 5-1. I feel like this is the type of horse that either wins or it's out of the money. And here's the thing. I think the 5 is going to send. If the 5 doesn't send and the 4 gets an easy lead, then the 4 could be in the money and maybe even win. That's what we're dealing with here. But there's way more pace in this race to set it up for the 3. 9-2 now. I looked at the 8 horse. Justin and I both looked at this 8, and it's second off a layoff. It faced, it had some horse last time out and then stopped. It could certainly improve. I would just say that. It definitely can improve. Yeah. And you got Rispoli aboard. I just don't know if there's enough pace in here for that horse. I know it's got more speed than the 3, but the 3 is a classier horse than the 8. I hear you, Oldie. So, all right, let's take a look. This 7 has burned a bunch of money. You guys have been watching. We've been together for a long time now, right? For what, a couple of years? And every time we talk about horses like this, how often do they win? They lose way more than they win, don't they? So why would you play horses like this on the win end? And they'll win, and it confuses you. But in order to win big money, you have to leave horses like this off the win end. I mean, look at this horse's burn money. I watched that race last time out. I didn't see an issue. Yes, this horse just doesn't break very good. One time it broke good, and it won the race barely. Barely. This is a really bad favorite. I don't care if it wins. Whatever. It can win. 3 walked out of the gate at Fairgrounds. Did that put the 6 on the lead? We have to root for it now. That's right. I'm just saying a lot of times I change my mind. I'm saying I'm not changing my mind on our single. Win or lose, I think we have a solid single. That's not a bad play, Jay. Because I don't know what the 4 is going to do. If there's any long shot that wins this race, to me, it's going to be the 2 or 6 or 4. We've got the Golden Hour pick 4. That's coming up in race number 8 at Santa Anita. So we'll cover that. And if you're not familiar with the Golden Hour, it starts in the second to last race at Santa Anita. It's a $1 denomination on the pick 4. It goes from Santa Anita to Golden Gate Fields, back to Santa Anita, and finishes off at Golden Gate Fields, and it's a 15% takeout. And these pools have really grown. I mean, it started off at like almost like $50,000, $60,000, and now we've seen them as high as almost $300,000, if not more. So this bet is starting to really take hold. And you can see if you're a member of Equinedge, a subscriber, you can go to Golden Hour Wagers here, and it'll take you that. And you can play that. The pick 4 and also the daily double. So what Ghostface is talking about here is this horse had a GSR of 56 last time out, and now it's a 63. Okay, so 7 points difference. The SOR is going from 58 to 56. The win percentage drops a little bit, but this 6 is and I think this 6 is a good long shot. But the 3 is way classier than the 6.
This should
That's
be a
2.
pretty
Then
honest
all of-
pace, I
all of
think,
them.
in this upcoming
6
race
has
on
class.
the grass, going a mile.
No doubt. What's up, Catherine? March Madness, I know. Some good stuff. So it really comes down to how you want to bet it, right? So you could do something like where you single the 3, and you could do something like this. Just like that. This trifecta, if it was to hit, would pay great. It's $12. Not bad. And you know how you could cover your bet if you wanted to? You could take the 3 horse and maybe do an exacta. Or no, here's what you could do. Do the 2, 4, 6, 7 with the 3 exacta. So that would cover your bet. So you could actually bet the 3 to win at 5-1 and then do an exacta 2, 4, 6, 7 with the 3. You could do that. And if I was playing in a tournament, I would also do a 2, 4, 6, 7 with a 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the 3 trifecta. That's how I would play that. All right. What happened over at which was it, Fairgrounds? What happened over at Fairgrounds? I don't think I saw. Who won the race? Did the 6 win the race? What's the unofficial order of finish? 6 beat the 9. So that's what we talked about.
They're loading in the gate for the 6th.
Those 2 horses. Who got 3rd? I'm curious. I thought the 8 might get 3rd. Oh, the 2 did? Wow. See, you just knew that a long shot was going to get up for 3rd, didn't you? All right. They're going into the gate here. And 9-2 on the 3 horse are single. Let's see what happens here. Good luck.
Fros and Quinta Winta. They're all in line. And they're off. Gallo V is going out for the early lead. Freedom Lass has some early foot. Jimmy Smoke Carrot, Sky on Ice at the rail. Fros settles in mid-pack on the inside of Quinta Winta. Then Rose's Crystal and Agree to Disagree is at the back of the field. Gallo V, aggressive on the front end, has a 2 or 3 length lead as they round the first turn. Then it's Freedom.
That's what we wanted.
Lass
23-1
another 2
for this 3 horse. I'm just saying that's what we wanted.
Jimmy Smoked Carrot is about 9
But
lengths
it helps
off
the 7 as well,
leader.
who's sitting in last.
Froze racing just outside of her. Rose's
The
Crystal
3
is down
saving ground at the rail.
Quinta Winter remains reserved, as does Agree to Disagree. They're coming to the half-mile pole with Gallo V to catch. It's Gallo V clear by 4. Freedom Lass cuts that lead down to 3. Similar margin to Sky on Ice in 3rd. Then Fros, Jimmy Smoked Carrot is on the inside. Quinta Winta in the red colors has about a dozen to make up. Another length back to Rose's Crystal, and Agree to Disagree is asked to pick it up and does so now. Past the quarter pole and turning for home, Gallo V, Freedom Lass in hot pursuit. Sky on Ice swings into action on the outside. Center of the course, Quinta Winta and Agree to Disagree. Final furlong, Freedom Lass cutting into Gallo V's lead. Freedom Lass up alongside, takes the lead with a 16th to go. Gallo V back to second. It will be Freedom Lass. Freedom Lass wins it by 2. Gallo V was second. Photo for 3rd between Sky on Ice and Rose's Crystal. Then a photo for 5th between Jimmy Smoke Carrot and Agree to Disagree.
6 got it. No excuses. There are no excuses for the 3. 7, of course, didn't run. And the 6 horse ended up getting the win. Six to 1 on the 6. Freedom Last. Who was on there? Disappointing effort from the 3. I didn't really see any issues, though. It just 3 kind of made a late move. Yeah, 6 Freedom Last, 6 to 1. Ended up getting off at 3 to 1. Freedom Last, Tyler Bays, Bill Spar. Ran a good race. That 7 is just an absolute dog. That's what we wanted. You want to find a dog. When you find a single, you find a dog that you don't like and you try to get a single, but it just didn't happen. And the 6, the horse we thought might be a long shot, ran good. Nothing we can do. 6, 5, 1. And the 3 got 4th. My feed is behind a little bit, Jared, but everybody's internet's different, so it just depends on the internet. So it's different with everybody, but I have to be aware of that
Finishing
as
fifth,
well.
number 2, Jimmy Smoked.
All right, so they're on the track over at Golden Gate Fields. Let's take a look at them on the track and see if we can see anything. All right, we're just getting started. We're going to win our share. Long shots are winning over there. You know what I noticed? When you get the long shots, just watch this. When you get long shots winning early at a track, play them the rest of the day, because they'll usually put two or three of those, the Equinedge long shots. The Fairgrounds has still not made a decision. Wow. What do you guys have there? Does anybody have the 9 over 6 or 6? Do you have the 6 and 9? What are you guys rooting for over there? So when I look at the 7 horse right now, it looks really good, but a little bit on its toes. And that may or may not mean anything, but it is something you have to consider. 1460 on the 6 horse. So, so let's take a look at the 7 horse. A bit on his toes. 7 to 5 on the Equinedge morning line from a 4 to 1 odds maker. So it's a second-time starter who broke 9th of 11 horses and ended up getting 3rd by 3. Do you know how many times I see horses like this that come back the next time and still don't run good? It's crazy. Like, I can't tell you how many times these second-time starters like this lose. I would really be careful, like, and watch Jay's Angel, because this horse showed, look at this, and cuts back. These horses are dangerous, and now is the fastest horse in the race. So what I want to see is, was this horse the fastest horse in the last race? So we'll take a look at this together and see, because this horse might be gone. So Jay's Angel had a 72, but many of these horses had asterisks, so they were fast. So this is a little bug on the staging site that when I switch over to it and click on the link, it takes a second to be able to click on it. But look, 72, and it got the lead. This horse was pressing a horse that needs the lead with a 57. So now it's got a really clear lead, right? Very clear lead. 77 over 61 on the 4 horse. So this 8 horse could get a real clear lead with Orozco. And so jockey change from Amador to Orozco. I would think that this 8 horse could be tough on the lead going gate to wire. Notes make a big difference. I agree, Boldy. 9 over the 6, so they disqualified the 9. Well, we talked about that, right? They took the 6 down. We talked about an exacta 9-6. Did the 6 stay up for second, or did they take him out completely? First time starter here, 3-1 on the Equinedge morning line, currently 8-1. Jonathan Wong, Evan Roman. So the 6 stayed up. So 9-6. Some of you should have had the 9-6 because we said 9-6, didn't we? Right? Nobody had it? I figured there'd be some booms in there. You guys would be, some would be happy about that. Pacific Zip, first time starter getting bet at 7-2. This is a really tough race, guys. Really, really tough race. Let's see if we can find a pick 4 in here. Let's see. So what happens in a race like this, I would love to add the 1 horse here, but I want to see naturally. So I'm seeing what it's giving me. And also the 3 horse possibly, who's 17-1, Jonathan Wong. So Jonathan Wong's got a couple of first-time starters in here. So now I want to go here and see this 7 horse is fast, but barely hung on last time. And this 2 is fast. If the 2 wasn't in the race, the 7 would be long gone, but the 2 is fast as well. And so he might, this 2 might really hurt the 7. That's the problem. And then you're looking at a horse that's got the top SOR in the 8. 6 horse is the second top win percentage, although the Equinedge morning line doesn't like it. But it's going up in class. It is going up in class. How about something like this? It's crazy. You guys have the cojones to do that? And hope that the 2 horse duels with the 7? How about that? Then it added more horses over here. I mean, that's the way you get scores, like I always say, but that's the way. And then you got Torero gets off of the 2 and the 8, but nah, something's missing there. Let's look at changes. Always look at changes. All right. A wide open race. Let's see here. So you have a horse that seems to need the lead that's got a low SOR. So there's some pace. This horse is fast, but the 7 horse just is going to sit right off of that horse. This horse is going to go to the lead. Set 1's going to fly. That's the 6 and the 7 just sitting steady, but you could get, I mean, you could get anything in here. So I would say the 1 can't win. So it's using all those horses. This horse, the 2 horse, this horse might run better. It's broke bad the last couple of races. So I wouldn't say that the 2 can't win. So we'll do something like that. And let's look at the last leg. 1's on the rail and has speed, but the 3's fast as well. So anything can happen here. Interesting morning line on the 8. 5-2 on the Equinedge morning line. Let's look at the SOR. Nice. Look at this. 5-2 on the 9 horse. Top Equinedge pick. 5-2. It's got the top SOR. It's only 12%. I would say leave it at that. Now let's see if we can add. I mean, we don't know how the 1 and 3 are going to run. We just don't know. So this is the ticket I'm going to recommend: 2, 4, 7, 8 with 8 with 1, 7, 8, 9. And then if you can, I would do this so you don't even have to sweat this. And if you want to play a smaller ticket, I would single the 8. If you want to play a smaller ticket, single the 8. But that's what I would recommend, an $84 pick 4 ticket. And the 8's not the favorite. 9-2 on the morning line. If the 2 and 7 duel, the 8's going to be sitting a perfect trip and romp. It's not a bad single at all. Gets a good trip as well. And if you don't want to play an $84 ticket, just then play small and go something like this then, and then just single the 8. I would tell you this, 36%. I would even do this. Watch this. So either do an all in here or cover the 4 and 8. I agree, Catherine. I agree. All right, let's see what happens here. Oldie likes the 4 as well? No all. Okay, let's go for it. I like your style. 4 and 8. How do you calculate probables in the pick 5? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Anybody have an answer to that? By the way, we're going to be back here for the golden hour tomorrow. Same time. 4:45 Eastern time.
And the red light is flashing on the starting gate at Golden Gate Fields. The runners have made their way to the gate for race number 6.
So very carefully, John says. Okay, Slim said this, though. There you go. You can calculate approximate pick 5 will pays by multiplying the prices together. That's right. I mean, you can do that. I used to do that all the time when I played pick 6s.
Pacific Zip
Oh,
is
man,
loaded
that's
to
brutal,
post
Catherine.
position number 2.
That's
Keep me in
brutal.
the moment next up.
That's a major problem right now, and that's our government or each of the states' problem. That's actually a real problem here in Florida as well, surprisingly. You could go leave for dinner and come back, and people have moved into your home, and you can't kick them out. It's just nuts.
Miss Ives, post 4.
Thank you for that,
Iconic
Slim.
Sky to post 7.
I'm sorry, Catherine. Well, at least you got him out.
Jay's Angel to the outside post and to the inside, Visible Hope.
All right, let's see what happens here. I think the 8's going to go gate to wire.
Visible Hope takes her spotted line, and we're ready to go. The rider hopped off Miss Ives there, Armando Ayuso.
2 jockeys are off. 2 of the horses, I believe it's the 4 and the 7.
Looks like we may possibly have a delay here. A couple of runners acting up. Visible Hope now on the inside.
7 jockeys.
Acting
It
up.
looks like the horse is okay. It's the 4 horse right now. And jockey's
Looks
getting
like
back
now
aboard.
they're going to climb back in the saddle.
That's
both
never a
riders,
good
so
sign. Come on, 8,
looks
gate
like
to
we're
wire.
ready now. And Laurel, keep you in the moment between horses off.
I hate when jockeys do this. Like, he has the outside post, so he's going to play games and get tricky.
Angel, who's also part of
That's
the
never a
front
good
end.
sign.
Keep me in the moment.
I don't like that.
Aggressively ridden, and she goes to the front.
Maybe
Visible
the horse
Hope
can
takes
rate.
back
We'll
to
see.
Third. Jay's Angel passing that rival. Iconic Sky.
Now
on the
going to get
far
pressure
outside
from the
is moving
7.
up to be close to the pace in the red and white. So keep me
Who
in the
actually got
moment.
bet late. Do you
Has
see
the
that's a
lead
9 to
by
5?
ahead. Jay's Angel between horses and a 3D Iconic Sky. Those 3 sail into the forward turn together. They open up 3 legs on St. Ives.
Looks like
Visible
7
Hope
was
to the
really
inside
well
of that
meant.
rival. And Pacific Zip drops back to trail.
3's
5 lengths
done.
behind, tries to
And
get
I think
close
the
to
8's got
back
the
of
measure of
pack
the
to get to
7.
move
I
as
really
they hit
do.
quarter
And
pole.
the
Keep
4,
me
we'll
in
see.
The moment is under pressure. Iconic Sky comes looking for the lead. Jay's Angel hanging tough between horses. Iconic Sky with her head in front. Jay's Angel fighting from the inside. Visible Hope is trying to come on with Pacific Zip, who's running a big race. She's green, trying to lug in here. Iconic Sky has the lead with a 16 to go. Jay's Angel continues to grittily fight on in second, but Iconic Sky's got it close to home. Iconic Sky
7
won
to
under Rafael Espinoza.
or
Jay's
7 8
Angel
2.
second. Pacific Zip encouraging.
2 was really had horse. Pacific Zip, first time starter, was very green. Put a note on that horse. These are some really tough races, and you know that when you see 5 horses coming down to the wire that can win the race. My favorite horse book. You got that, Andrew? Andrew's hitting today. I know. These races are tough, guys. Justin, they're tough. They're just really, really tough. That's why I said do an all in here. Who knows? But the 7 ran a good race, but didn't win by much. Oh, you singled the 2? Oh, man. Was very green. What made you single that 2, Justin? That was a really nice single. I mean, the workouts aren't bad, but oh, the Equinedge long shot. By the way, too, folks, when you see first-time starters that are Equinedge long shot, I don't care what the odds are, use the horse. I can't tell you how many 30-1 shots I've seen win. I had one at Del Mar this past summer. I made it my top pick, and I had that thing in exactas and everything, and it was great. Jessica Pfeiffer was aboard, and that horse ran huge at 30-1, 32-1, I think. The golden hour starts in race number 8. So we got race number 7 coming up, but I'm gonna go out to the golden hour right now. So let's take a look at that. All right, so give me your guys' input as well. It's a dollar denomination, so I'm gonna do a $100 pick 5 or pick 4. Now, I like 2 and 6 bets, but we add the 5. The 7 horse, the reason I didn't like the 7, well, first of all, something to look at here. Jockey trainer combination is 50% with Steve Miotti and Flavian Pratt, but that's a big part of that is because of this horse here, right? So Pratt was aboard for 2 of the wins. Now, this horse is dropping to a 59 GSR, but it's one easy at a 57 GSR. It's going to be on the lead. I don't think there's any question about that. No, that's actually not entirely true, Oldie. There's a lot of people that will do it like that. I had a lot of friends in the past that would actually kind of calculate what the payoff would be, and it's not that far off. I mean, you really don't know for sure, Oldie, but that's the way that a lot of the old-time handicappers would handicap. It's true. It's true. But you're not wrong either, Oldie, but it's amazing how that actually works. It's not so far off. You'd be surprised. Maybe a little bit different when you're talking about such a big pool, right? But no, never on grass down the hill, but this horse just likes to win. But this Eddie's New Dream is a nice horse. And Sensible Cat looks like the real deal as well. And having experience down the hill, and this horse was in the best race. Absolutely zero question that Eddie's New Dream was in the best race, and this horse is going to run a good race. So then we go over here back to Golden Gate Fields in a race that I did not handicap. So we'll look at it together. You guys have an opinion on this? Did anybody look at this race? So in a bet we did, we covered everybody but the 1. So you might want to do that. But okay, so with my handicapping and locking of races, it came to 168. Most of us are not going to play $168 bet. All right. The 5 horse here at Golden Gate, 9-2 on the Equinedge morning line. Right, exactly what Justin's saying, right? The 6 horse comes out of the race where Legs Galore came back to win in that grade 2 race, the Buena Vista, gate to wire. So, and then the second place horse in that race down the hill came back to win a non-graded stakes race. So you have to consider it. Here, we're using these horses. So let's just take a look to see, make sure we're not missing a long shot. Here you go. You have a second time starter. With second time starters, you just don't know. And look, it dropped from a 44 to a 36. And this horse is, it's coming back kind of sudden. What, 2 weeks? It steadied, had trouble, broke 7th. But look at the second call. He was only 3.5 lengths back. So to me, they see what they got, and then they let up, then they come back and they drop in class. So I can't say that the 4 horse can't win. These are tough races today. I hope tomorrow's a lot easier. Today is really tough. So we'll see if we can fit these in. This horse hasn't run a lick. I'm just taking him out. I didn't want to look at that horse. Okay. 3 Olympic silver. Dropped in class here. GSR was the same, was 16%, now 3%. Why they're moving this horse, it's the same level, essentially. This horse didn't lose by much. Can it rate? I don't know. It's been off since 2020. Does anybody want to bet a horse that's been off since 2020 that really never ran good in the beginning? God, I don't know. Or maybe they fixed this horse's issue. I mean, this horse was in for 12.5 and now is in for 25. Ramos is 14%. It's a decent trainer. Usually, when you see a horse off almost 2 years, it's because they usually won't keep a horse running like this. Usually, it's a tendon injury. I don't know. It's not like I'm looking at these horses and thinking one is that better than the other. I mean, it seems to need the lead for its best, and the one horse from the rail's going. It's 6-5 on the odds makers morning line and 7-2 on ours. The Equinedge long shot seems to it's dropping in class. It's a wide open race. Gallon Gray. I mean, the 9 horse. I mean, this 9 is second off a layoff. Maiden special weight last time out, and now they're in for the money, and they're in for 25. You're not seeing this horse in for 12.5. It's probably going to be really tough to beat. 3-1 on the Equinedge morning line. I would suggest that the 9 horse could be a single, and we might do that. 7 horse had everything its own way last time out. Ended up getting 4th. I guess if the 9 doesn't win, the 7 could win. The 1 horse could definitely go gate to wire, but the 3 is sending. And the Equinedge morning line 7-2. Things are really pointing. This horse was at the rail last time out as well. Now draws outside. I think that what we're looking at, I don't know what the 4 is going to do, but I think you can probably lean on the 1. Not the 1, I'm sorry, the 9. Listen, it comes down to decision making, right? That's what it's going to come down to. All right, so we'll come back and we'll hit this up, but we've done some preliminary handicapping. But let's get out to race number 7 at Santa Anita.
On the out.
Look how dead on the board the 9 is. Absolutely dead on the board. Folks, this 3 can run. I'm convinced that this 3 is going to run a good race today. And I'm also convinced that the 2 horse is going to run a good race. And I think that the 9 is dead on the board, which is a very negative sign. And that the 5 horse is lukewarm right now because, and it is the top win percentage. And usually when the top pick is dead on the board, you can usually go to the second pick. Remember, Justin, if you remember, I told you initially, initially my gut feeling was the 5 horse was the best in the race. That was my initial feeling. But the horse has been off since August, but look what it had done. And it had run good against a 70 group. You see that? A second place finish. Only 5 other horses over at Ellis Park. Stays on the dirt. Maybe this is the horse to beat. But then we saw Rispoli aboard the horse. And you guys know I'm not much of a fan of Rispoli. I think I've singled more Rispoli horses, and he's not won on one of them. Jeffrey, the 1 is your single? All right, let's see if something hits us. That 9 is really dead on the board. It really is. Maybe worth just not even putting in the top spot. It may be worth that. I thought the 1 was part of the speed, but there's a lot of speed in here. There's a lot of speed in here, which, okay, based on that, that would set it up for the 5 horse. It would. It would. It's got a good SOR. Who's the top SORs? 2, 3, and 5. I would suggest, just in case, right? Maybe the 9's not ready. Do a 2, 3, 5 exacta box. 2, 3, 5 exacta box. A one day pass for Equinedge is, for all tracks, is $9.95. $9.95. Me and Justin talked a lot about this 3 and this 2. And by the way, the workouts, I don't get the workout reports, but Justin said the workout reports on both the 2 and the 3 were a B. I believe it was a B. So they're both working out very good. The 1's going to be on the lead most likely, but there's other speed in here. The 2 doesn't have to have the lead, I don't think. So I don't know what the 2 is going to do. I didn't think the 1 was good enough to win. That was my opinion, but I'm not exactly on fire today either. So I'm, 2, 3, 5 is what I'd recommend. Yeah, it's frozen right now. I'm trying to get through it right now. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. All right, so staging, something's going on with staging. Oh, there it goes. All right. So again, 2, 3, 5 is what I'm going to recommend.
They're a quarter of a mile from home, and it's Loudmouth and Parnelli 1-2. There goes Harvard. Now tips out 3 wide to challenge. Cover Me Up is next. Back Ring Luck continues to make solid headway, has 7 to make up in the final 1/8 of a mile. Where Loudmouth the leader. There goes Harvard within 2 lengths now in second. Parnelli has softened up third. Back Ring Luck is fourth, and Loudmouth just keeps on going. And he ran them off their feet. Loudmouth and Juan Hernandez score by 3.5 lengths. There goes Harvard second.
2, 5, 3.
Held third. 3-way photo for the rest between Back Ring Luck, Motown Music, and Going with Style.
All right, so we were right. Tell me you guys bet that. All those issues there, we talked about the 2, 3, 5. Did anybody play that? 2, 5, 3. Yeah? All right, good. That makes it worth it. Having a little bit of internet issues right now. Okay, good. Trifecta as well, right? Those 3 horses came in first, second, and third. And that 2 horse went off at 6-1. Good handicapping earlier, right, Justin?
2, Loudmouth first.
And how about
5,
beating the 9
there
horse?
goes
We noticed that
Harvard
horse was
second.
dead on the board.
3, Parnelli
right?
third. Photo for fourth and fifth. The running time 1 minute 37.05 seconds.
Oh, nice, John. Nice. All right, there you go. All right, see, we never stay cold, do we? Ever. Thank you so much. All right, we'll get there. Listen, we're just getting our sea legs going right now. We still have the golden hour. We have tomorrow, right? So I haven't looked at a lot of races lately. So we didn't do a show last week and stuff like that. So we'll get back in the swing. We got tomorrow. We're going to hopefully kill it tomorrow as well. So hopefully you guys can join us tomorrow. We got Golden Gate race number 7, and then we'll finish off our handicapping for the golden hour pick 4 and daily double. So still going. All right, that's nice. Nice, Clint. Nice. All right. Oh, nice to have you, Joel. Thank you for chiming in. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate that. So, yeah, but we saw this. Remember, we always talk about this, that look at 5-2 on the odds makers morning line, and overlays only win 20% of the time. And this horse was only 11% to win. We talked about that too. So
Finishing fourth, number 1, Back Ring Luck.
that 9 did not
7,
run a
Motown
lick,
Music.
did it? All right. That's 6-1 over 5-2 over 7-2. That's really nice. Now that's where the handicapping paid off there. Finally, if you stick with it, then you're going to hit some. Well, it's because 5, John, was the favorite. Hey, what's up? Joachim, what's up? From Sweden. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you. So you guys are going to have this user interface, both for here and also for Handy View. You see this? Look how clean it is. It's really easy to look at. So we look at the 2 horse, and here's what's glaring. I'll tell you what's glaring. It's off of a little bit of a layoff, but what you're seeing is, look at this 66 SOR, 64, 68. You guys see this? 66, 66. Do you see that? And look, now a 58. So this horse is dropping huge in class. The Equinedge morning line is 5-1. This horse was 15-1 in the morning line, 5-1, and it had the top pace. And a $15 horse right there. And look, the exacta paid $37.80. The trifecta for 50 cents paid $73.40. Insane. So good. So good. That's how you find that. And what you do is, sometimes it's not going to come in, but many times they do. And when you get payouts like that, you don't have to win every race. So that's the key. That's why you don't want to go and take one race and bet so much. You want to make sure you're consistent throughout it. And that's the key, is the betting and the formulating of the tickets. It really is. It's easier said than done, I know. And please like the show, everybody, as well. I don't know how many likes do we have right now. We need if we can get likes on the show, it really helps our YouTube channel. Love it. I love it when it comes out like that. Look at that. What a trifecta. How great is that? $73.40. 146.80. Hey, Charles. Thanks, Ron. Thank you so much. All right. Good stuff. All right. That gives us some momentum back. Gets the energy in the room better. That's good. Okay. So after 7 minutes to Golden Gate, race number 7. And now and then after this, we're gonna go to the Golden Hour. By the way, if you're new to the Golden Hour wager, we're partnering with the Strana Group on this Golden Hour wager, and these pools are really growing, and it's only a 15% takeout. And the way and here's the thing, you can play it very easily by coming here and going to Golden Hour wagers like that, clicking on race 1, and then look, it's already there for you. It's got the denomination, which is $1. That's it. Golden Hour pick 4. You click on it. You can put it whatever you want to play, and you do that, and it takes you from race to track, right back to Santa Anita and finishing off at Golden Gate Fields. And your notes, if you put your notes, will go with you wherever, whether you're on Golden Gate Fields over here and you go to race number 8 or number 9. And your notes will be there. So if we go to Santa Anita, we'll go to Santa Anita. I don't think we had any notes on that one. But if we go to here, there are the notes. If we go to the Golden Hour wagers, race leg number 3, the notes are there. You see that? So you don't have to worry about that. All right. And let's see, if we go to the Golden Hour wagers, race number 1, live odds should be there, and there they are. So that's new. Now we have live odds on the Golden Hour. We've got also your notes that transfer over, and so you can play it very easily. And then if you go to your ADW, that's a breeze. And then you just go there, and they've got the Golden Hour wagers, and you don't have to worry about what track you're on. It keeps you very organized. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, race number 7. What are we doing here? Do you guys remember? Let's see here. I was trying to put in a pick 3 where we only cover the 2, 3, and 5, but this is the race where I thought maybe the 2 would duel with the 7. I get it. It's 47%. It's 76 pace. It's got a decent SOR. But what's interesting is, I want to just throw this out there. What if the 2 and 7 duel and they stop? The 8's going to pick them up. And I'm not worried. Well, now it's 1-5. This just comes to betting properly. How do you want to bet this? The 2's going to stop no matter what, I'm guessing. And let's look at the 8 horse. So the 8's rated before. Yeah, well, the 8 rated here as well against a 56 group, but that was at 5 furlongs. Now it's 6 furlongs. I mean, this horse's form is really good. It dueled from the inside 2 back. It didn't like that. Let's take a look at this race and see if we can make an excuse for this horse. I would like to make an excuse for it. And let's just see. Usually, this is the testing site, so it's got some bugs. Like in this case, it's not showing who the winner was. So, and you can see it's the link feature is very fast in switching over, but then it takes a while to click on it. So bear with me here. And we can see, yeah, see, it's not showing the results. So I'm guessing this horse, I don't know who won, but and then you can look at the SOR as well. It's really important. That was really a wide open race. But the 6 and the 5 come out of that same race. So Jen and Namor. Let's take a look. Jen and Namor. So won that race, and Namor. This horse really had no excuses. Broke sixth. Comes back. No, he won the race. The 5-horse won the race. That was 2 back. And this horse dueled from the inside. So the race actually really set up for this horse. But now the 8 draws outside. Look at that 5. How's that 5 at 17-1 right now? This horse could be in the money for sure. Eight's 7 years old. That's really not that old. That's not that old, Catherine. This horse has been in the money in first or second in all 4 tries. I'm just trying to beat the favorite right now. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't. The 2-horse, though, needs a lead. No, maybe he won't send. He's rated before, hasn't he? Look at back here. He used to rate a lot. Maybe he won't even try to beat the favorite. That's a possibility. Maybe the 2's just going to try to be in the money. This has actually become a very difficult race the more I look at it. So the 2 did duel with the 7 last time out. Is the jockey willing to do that again? Maybe not. Maybe he's like, you know what? I'm not even messing around. I'm just going to try to get second place. That's a possibility. I mean, you would think Duran's still aboard. You would think he learned his lesson, right? You know the 7 is sending. So maybe the 2-horse at 17-1 will try to get second. So I'm changing my mind a little bit here. I'm kind of changing up. I don't know. Why would you duel if you already got your ass kicked before with the 7? So maybe you do the 7. I would probably take a chance and just do an exacta 7-2. Right? Top pace numbers. If the 2 holds back, he's going to have some room to finish. I would do.
And the red light is
I'm going to say 7.
Starting gate at Golden Gate Fields. The runners have made their way towards the gate for race number
And I actually,
7.
the more I'm looking at this, can't even separate. I think the 5-horse deserves a look at 9-1 as well to be in the money, for sure. God, I wish I could really give you something I loved. And I don't think the jockey is going to be dumb enough to duel with the 7-horse again. I just don't. So maybe the 2-horse at 14-1 can be in the money. Tough race. I don't know. You guys are on your own on this one. I would probably just, for me, I would mess around with a 7-2 exacta. It's not that I don't think the 8 could win.
Are facing up to
but the closer we look into this race, the more I'm seeing. I don't think the 2-horse, the same jockey. I don't think the 2-horse tries to duel with the because the 2 can rate some. He's going to let the 7 win. That's what I'm going to think. I think he's going to let the 7 win, and the 2 will be in the money. Let's see what happens. Andrew's on the 8. I initially liked the 8, but it's probably. I hope it wins too. I'm just changing my mind a little bit. I reserve the right to change my mind last minute. Let's see what happens. I'd be shocked if the 2-horse duels with the 7. 7 clears.
We're ready to go. And Laurel. Good beginning from the big favorite, Seaside Dancer. She's going to go to the front from Ramon Cedolite, who's quarter horsed out of the gate to get forward position down on the inside. Skims the inside rail because it go on with it here. And Ramon Cedolite takes control, and Seaside Dancer is going to take back to second. So Ramon Cedolite, Francisco Duran demanded her to get to the lead, and she's ahead of the big favorite, Seaside Dancer, early on. Jumping Joe Flash, the long shot.
Justin's on the 2. This race is so wide open. 8's getting a good trip if good enough. up.
Entering the forward turn run, Amarita 4 lengths off the lead in the red jacket.
Here comes the
She's now been
6.
passed by Big Chick, who tries to produce an outside circling run on the far outside. Coming to the quarter pole, Ramon Cena light in front, 3/4 of a length ahead.
And look, there's a
Seaside
wall of them.
Dancer,
Even the
she's gonna have
5
to
horse
work
in the
for it
back
today.
might be running
She's
the
up for a
best right
hard
now.
Right now from the second spotted, Ramon Cena light goes on. Jumping Joe Flash at 30-1 is running a good race. She's searching for racing room. Seaside Dancer trying to kick on here. Ramon Cena light challenged by the favorite. On the outside, Big Chick is trying to get by Seaside Dancer, who's tough on the front end. It's Seaside Dancer on top. 2 for 2 since being played by
It was a
D-Way
tough
Baker.
race.
Seaside Dancer gets the score over
7,
Big Chick.
6, 8.
And then Jet Pyre strikes back.
7, 6, 8. All right, golden hour wager. Here's a look at it. All right, $1 to play, 15% takeout. Last 2 races at Santa Anita and as well as Golden Gate Fields. All right, 7, 6. Can I tell you something too? What I think the post played a huge role in this. Don't you believe if the 7 was on the inside, the 7 doesn't win that race, right? So you had a horse that had that outside post and was able to sit, but if the 7's on the inside and it's reversed, right, probably doesn't win. So I would probably put a note like perfect trip. But look, what was there? Of the 5 horses, 4 of them were right there, could have won. Ron, you got that? Christy, you got that? How'd you get that? All right. Okay, let's do this golden hour. Golden hour, pick 4, $100. So of course the 2's even money. That's not a surprise. 6 horse 5-1. Sensible Cat to 5, 3-1. Can you shut Pratt out? I don't know. I love Golden Gate Fields. I think the horses run fair. That was just a wide open race. It really was. I know the favorite won, but it's because it had a perfect trip. It was a really tough race. 8 was in between horses, never really had that great of a trip and was only, what, a length back at the wire? 8 ran good too. All right. So oh, is that how you got that? My favorite restaurant is Louis Bossi's here off of Las Olas Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. It's awesome. Great Italian food. I feel like the surface is fair, Catherine, right? I feel like you can come from behind, not from too far, but you can come from behind or you can go gate to wire. I really like the surface of Golden Gate. I think it's one of the best surfaces there is. It looks like the 4 was scratched. You guys see that? There's no live odds. No, hold on here. That's a bug. That is definitely a bug, isn't it? All right, let me refresh this. No, it's so good. All right, there we go. So I look at the 5 horse and I see this horse is 18-1, but 9-2 on the Equinedge morning line. To me, this shows that nobody has a clue what to do. Now, it is early in the wagering over at Golden Gate, for sure. But this race is absolutely wide open. Even the horse I don't like is being bet to 5-1. The 1, Bali Lass. It can race some. And it won easily with a 40 SOR breaking its maiden. And it took not too many tries, 7 tries to do it. And it rated some. So maybe we shouldn't be so quick to throw this horse out. Anton Georgi gets off of the 1 after the win to ride the 6, who's 13-1 right now. I highly doubt he was taken off. Highly doubt. And look, I mean, this horse has been racing. Look, 66, 66, 64, right? And then drops to a 56 last time out. Same conditions and won. I would imagine that the 6 horse, who's the Equinedge second pick, is very tough in here. I mean, look at the last 4 races for the 4. This 4 is just hard knocking. Doesn't stop. Hard one to throw out. Chula Girl is a 3rd-time starter. The truth is, it's coming out of a decent race on 211. And was bet and bobbled at the start. And it broke from the rail, broke last. At 15-1, there's no reason why this horse can't come back and run good. I'm going to stick with my convictions here that this is a wide open race. So now we're going to come here. I do want to see what the odds are right now in this race. 3-5, and then yeah, just kind of what we thought. All right, so let's go to this leg. Is there anything we can cut back here? We're using the 2 and the 5. The 5 may be a single. Maybe. It's the Equinedge long shot and the Equinedge second pick, especially because maybe the 12 horse is vulnerable. But I remember when we were handicapping earlier today, Justin and I, we really liked this 5 Exaltation. Clearly the class of the race as well. Didn't break good. Stepped slow last time out under Mike Smith. Gets a jockey upgrade in JJ Velasquez. And that's nothing against Mike. It's just that, he's slowed down a little bit. He's older. He's my age. So, and then lacked room in the stretch here. And now stretching out, and the GSR goes up 7 points. And 3 back in these same conditions, this horse ran good. So why is it only 7%? I mean, I just think the win percentages are, the top win percentage is only 25%, and this horse draws the 12 hole. Like, think about how far wide this horse is. So I want to see this race a little bit more carefully. I want to see what happened in this race. Was there a lot of speed that set it up for this horse, or did it do it on its own? That's a factor. If everything's set up for a horse, the likelihood of it winning next time out is not likely. And this horse was paid $49 fly the sky. So, and there doesn't look like there was really that much speed in the race. The 2 horse who had the lead and just stopped. This horse had everything going its way under Flavian Pratt, Keystone Field. Irish Heat Wave. Fly the Sky. Man, that's a tough one. But I think that there's no choice. I think that the 5 horse has to be a single. Just, yeah, so that's the ticket. Right there. Who's the jockey on the 5 horse, Bill? Third off the layoff for the 5 as well, right? Possible single. Third off the layoff. GSR jump, SOR goes down. Watch this. The GSR goes from 61 to 68, and the SOR goes from 66 down to 60. I mean, I can't find another single anywhere. That's the ticket. Hold on here. Wait, what? No, I don't know what happened there, but we're going to lock that. That's not the ticket. That's the weirdest thing right there. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Sorry. All right. So who was I adding? 5. All right. That's the ticket. That's the golden hour ticket. Okay, so 2, 5, and 6. I really like the 6. I'll just throw that out there now. But you have a horse like the 2 horse that doesn't like to lose. I mean, she's all heart. But she's doing something different now. And we know that both the 5 and the 6, they like to finish. I would even suggest a 5-6 exacta box as well. Let's see here. No. All right. I don't like the 7, Dan. I don't think it's classy enough. Yeah, I really like the 6 horse, Eddie's New Dream. 9-2 right now. I always respect the Scotty long shot, the Equinedge long shot, always. And a horse showing speed going longer than cutting back usually always does well. But I'm in love with the race that Eddie's New Dream comes out of. I mean, that horse ran 3rd against 2 beasts. Much better field. And you're getting 9-2 right now only because people are betting the 2 horse and the 5's getting bet second because it won last time out. Do you know how many times these horses come back to win 2 in a row? I mean, it just doesn't happen that often. And barely won that race. And that was against a 66 SOR. This is a 76. I mean, and the 2's got a big speed advantage. This horse lost against a 64 SOR group. Okay. The 7. This horse won easy against a 68 group. This horse faced, look what it's faced. The 70 group, a way better group.
Irish O'Brien.
We'll see what happens there, but they're at the gate. All right, I'm on 2, 5, 6.
For the 8th and featured event. The Irish O'Brien. Maybe I Will takes up her spot. Sassy Serb goes in. Becca Taylor. Sensible Cat.
Jared, if we have time after this, I'll look at I'll look at it, okay? Turfway part.
Pulpit Rider will be next. Eddie's New Dream. She's Devoted to the Outside. They're in the gate. Maybe I will, Fractious. And they're off in the Irish O'Brien. She's Devoted came out smoothly. Here's Becca Taylor now rushing up, and Becca Taylor will set the pace. Eddie's New Dream is up close, as is Maybe I Will along the inside. Now rushing up to engage Becca Taylor. Sensible Cat settles nicely, 5 lengths off the lead. Sassy Serb is second to last, and Pulpit Rider at the back of the field. Becca Taylor is the boss down the hill, with Eddie's New Dream a joint second. Outside of her is the gray, She's Devoted, and Maybe I Will is fourth and tugging a little bit, 3 lengths off the leader. Sensible Cat and Sassy Serb between rivals, 3 back to Pulpit Rider. A quarter of a mile to go in the Irish O'Brien. Becca Taylor has company. Eddie's New Dream. She's Devoted on the outside. Becca Taylor tries to sprint clear, but Eddie's New Dream is right to her with a furlong left to go. And Sensible Cat is starting to close in the center of the course. Becca Taylor with her record on the line. Eddie's New Dream up alongside. Becca Taylor just in front. Eddie's New Dream. Here's the line. Eddie's New Dream and Becca Taylor. It's too close to call between those two. Sensible Cat third. Photo for fourth.
It looked like the 6 to me. It looked like the 6 to
Photo
me.
finish in the Irish O'Brien.
That's good. Booms. Good, good, good. Yeah, I think the 6 got there over the 2. Very, very close. I mean, I hate to see the 2 break its win streak like that, but down the hill, the horse ran good, but 6 got it. 6-2, 6-2-5. I mean, it's those 3 horses. 7 ran a good race. The only problem was, look at the SOR. When it came down to the real racing at the end, that could be a dead heat, actually. No, hold on here. I can't tell. You can't see. I'm going to say the 6 still, but I'm going to still say the 6. It looks like it. But look at the SOR. The 7 in good form, but the class. It really looked like the 6 there. 6. I think 6-2. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, you're right, Mike. That's usually the case for sure. That's really close. That's about as close to a dead heat as you can get, but I do think the 6 got it. You can see it really had the head bob there. Right there. Like, it's a whisker. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you so much. I don't think the 2's head was down. Six two.
Number 6, Eddie's New Dream was first. 2, Becca Taylor.
How's that trifecta as well?
5,
6-2-5, right?
Third. 7, She's Devoted fourth. And 4, Sassy Serb finished fifth. 6-2-5, 7-4.
Well, that's a good way to start the golden hour. That was really good. Yeah. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you so much. I'm just happy for the group, everybody, for the community. That's awesome. We got that 6 home. 625 cold. This is really, you know, we looked at that earlier, Justin, right? And we saw that that 6 was coming out of that race, right? I mean, you get third, and the horse that won comes back to win a grade 2, and the horse that got second comes back to win a non-graded stakes race. Like, a really good ride by Mario Gutierrez. That's why Redham Racing, Paul Redham, uses Mario. Mario is really reliable. He really is. I think Matt's a really good handicapper on TVG, Dan. I do. I think Matt's good. I love, you know what? He'll do. He did the other. I think a couple weeks ago he did 2 singles. One was like 5-1, and the other one was 7-1 on one pick 5 ticket. I respect that. Nice try.
In the Run Happy winner's circle is Eddie's New Dream. A 4-year-old gray filly by.
We're watching, you know, we get to go back and forth here. You know how blessed we are. We get to watch Frank Miramani do what he does, and Matt Dinnerman, the youngster, who's just amazing, right? And go back and forth, and we get to watch the live racing and plus handicap and talk to each other and communicate. Like, you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but Equinedge is really the first to do that, right? And then we're teaching a new generation of handicappers how to use, of course, Equinedge, but they get to learn a new way of handicapping that they might not have seen before. I think what we're doing is tremendous. All right, so this is what's so great about the golden hour. So it's only 15% takeout. I don't know what the pool was. I didn't see what the pool was. If anybody knows what the pool is, let me know. And then it also all happens in about 45 minutes. So the first one's done. So the next race at Golden Gate, which is leg number 2 of this golden hour, comes up in 7 minutes from now. Oh, it's been hot over there at Turfway Park. Let's see here. But you guys know that you could go to the dashboard. Look at this, and you can see hot tracks. So you can see like Los Alamitos in the last 16 races has won 9 of them, 62%. Hot Jockeys. Frank Alvarado is on fire, 43%. So Frank, did you guys know that? That's why it's important to look at that. Cody Smith hitting at 31% the last 16 races. Evan Roman's pretty hot. But how about Frank Alvarado? On fire. So Frank is on, and it shows you in 6 minutes that race is going off, and let's see who he's on. I think he's on the 5 horse, right? So he's on a 14-1 shot. That's 9-2 on the Equinedge morning line, and also the Equinedge long shot. Now, Evan Roman gets off of the horse to get on the Jonathan Wong autism innocence, and this horse won last time out. So, but yeah, I mean, you're probably not getting off of the winner, probably. You know, that's what we covered it all in here. I don't think we're sweating this race in the golden hour, are we? I don't think we are. 6 minutes before the race, what did we do? We did... So we have all. We have an all in here, except for the 1. We did not use the 1. I know what some of you are thinking, and you'd be wrong. And that is, you're going to use everybody but 1 horse. It's a waste of money. And not only that, when you do that, it hurts you in some of the other legs. Now, if this 1 wins, you guys will understand if I don't say goodbye, right? My head will be, you know, down in the ground. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Nice hit. That try was good. You know, another thing you have to remember too, like with in the case of the 2-horse in the last race, when a horse is doing something different for the first time, it's just be wise to just be careful. I'm not saying it's not a single, just be careful. Right? Just be really careful. All right. What's up, Deb Martin? How'd you sneak in there? Don't forget to like the show, everybody. Just click on the thumbs up, and we'll be back here tomorrow too at 4:45 Eastern time. So if you can get a chance to join us, that would be great. We've got an all in here except for the one in this race. What would be a good vertical bet? Meaning, like if you're new, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, that type of thing. Let's look and see if there's anything that kind of hits us. The pace, we figured the 4 is going to be on the lead with the 1. I'm guessing they're going to be dueling. They both need the lead. I know the 1 rated a little bit last time out, but that was also against a much easier group. And Anton Georgi gets off of the 1 after winning by 4 lengths to ride the 6-horse, who's the Equinedge second pick. So what you have to be able to look and see, did the pace not play out for the horse? There was 5 horses in the race last time out. It was a 56 group, so similar to today. And it looks like he was on the inside and ran a really good race. I think this horse runs better getting some pace up front. And I have a feeling there was no pace. So we're going to take a look real quickly because this horse is actually coming back at the same surface and distance. So Sacred Beauty ended up winning that race. So many of the horses come back. And Sacred Beauty had a huge pace advantage. You see that? 81. Look at that. And barely hung on. Remember Sue. This is what I did in all. Remember Sue actually got second. So maybe this Remember Sue can run good here. Who's Remember Sue? That's the 3-horse. There's actually more pace to set up a run, and Steiner's been on fire. 36% jockey trainer combination. Why not? I would probably bet the 3-horse, honestly. That's what I would do. This horse is going to get more pace here. Why not? This horse is tactical and won't need to be so close to the, you know what? I take that back too. The 6-horse won't need to be so close to the pace here. I like the 3 and 6. I like the 3 and 6. I think the 7 might be too close to the pace. I don't like the style of that horse. I'm going to say 3. I'm going to say 3-6. The 3 is 6-1, and the 6-horse is 5-1. Elliot thinks that the 1-horse will outrun its odds. I disagree. Had to go eat dinner with the visiting family, but good. Michigan won. The Ortiz boys will be in New York also. Yep. All right, don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow as well. But we got 3 more legs here, but probably about, well, we got, they're about to go into the gate over here at Golden Gate Fields. I like the 3 and 6, but I think we're pretty safe as to being able to move on to the next leg. But then we're going to need the single, which is the 5-horse. If we could get that 5-horse to win, it will be huge because this is a nice payoff beating the 2-horse in that last race, right? So then we get a long shot in here, and then have the 5-horse win would be big. and then get a long shot in the last leg. So we'll see. But I do think if I was betting this race, I would bet the 3 and the 3 or the 6. The 8 horse is somebody to look at for sure. It's just I don't know. I don't think that the 8 horse has this class. Now look, maybe it does. But see, look at 66 group. It didn't run good, obviously. Then it went to a 48 and 1, and then up to a 56 and then lost. I just there's something about this horse I don't love. I recognize it won easy against a 42 group here, but there's something about this horse I'm not loving. I think there's going to be pace here, so that helps the 3. And I think the 6 horse is better when it can run against pace. And last time it probably had to be too close to the pace. That's my guess. I would take the 6 over the 3. That's what I think. And they're about to load into the gate. Let's see what happens here. And Matt Zinnerman has the call. This is race number 8 from Golden Gate Fields. This is also the second leg of the Golden Hour. Good luck. Yep, we'll do a Golden Hour daily double as well.
Two back, Cara Cynthia coming up to the outside post, and Remember Sue to round out the group. We're ready to go. And Laurel, perfect break for all the runners in the race. Chula Girl and Autism Innocence, they get the first calls. They're both together on the lead early. Confidence builder off of them. So is Sacred Beauty. She's usually on the lead. Today she's third, hitting the clubhouse turn. Autism Innocence strides out, takes the lead away from Chula Girl, who sticks with her from the inside, comes right back at her. Those two a neck apart. Sacred Beauty tracks from third. She's 2 clear of Confidence builder with Gold Rush Gal. Then comes Remember Sue in mid-division today. 5 lengths.
The jockey on the 2. What is he paying you? What was that?
See the ball as the 8 runners swing up the backside. Chula Girl concedes the lead to Autism Innocence, but here comes Sacred Beauty to put some pressure on the pace setter.
Good. Thank you, Sacred Beauty. Thank you. Look who's in the golden spot right now. And who's also making out on the rail is the 3.
Mile to go. They're getting acquainted, and they open up 2 lengths on Gold Rush Gal into third. Chula Girl
3 is loaded on the rail.
A length and a half to Confidence Builder. Set to log in midfield, losing a little ground. Remember Sue goes okay, takes the 5th.
7's toast. Come on, 3.
Outside of the pink jacket. She's
3-6.
Making a move, and Remember Sue's asked to go. Autism Innocence bows out of it, and she's under pressure now. And Sacred Beauty picks up the running on the lead. She's clearly ahead at the top of the stretch. Sacred Beauty off the turn from Remember Sue, and Cara Cynthia is ready to roll on the outside. Here she comes. Cara Cynthia outside, just breezed past the entire field from the back of the pack, and she
what are the odds of that horse?
Competition. Cara Cynthia and Silvio Amador turning it on. It's Cara Cynthia
8-3-4-1.
for Tim Bellis and partners. It is Cara Cynthia, 2.5 lengths clear at the finish.
8-3-4-1.
Second.
8-3-4-1. What's the odds of that? Ah, the favorite. 4-1 on the morning line. God, I hate that. That pace was crazy. Set it up perfectly. 3 horse had no excuses. The 8 was just too good. Justin, you got that? Yeah, I mean, it was 4-1 on the odds makers morning line. I guess, lacked room on the inside during the stretch. Maybe that caused it. I should have probably watched that video. I didn't see that. But dropped from 32% to 19%. I don't know. It was it was a wide open race. That's what happens when you cover a bunch of horses. But that one did outrun its odds. One of you liked the one some, and it got 4th. It didn't run bad. 6 horse, I didn't see any excuses. 6 horse had a perfect trip. I actually thought that 6 was going to win the race. And then the 3 was loaded on the rail and got through, but no excuses for the 6. All right, 2 for 2. We got Santa Anita coming up in 11 minutes from now for the 3rd leg. We need the 5 horse. We're single to the 5, and it's your 5-2 lukewarm favorite at the moment. I know. It's the worst. Yes, thank you, Gary. We're going to do a Golden Hour Daily Double right now. Yep. Okay. There it is. If you go to the golden hour on the drop down, if you go to the golden hour on the drop down, you can click on it. I'll show you golden hour, and you go to race 3, and that's the daily double. Okay. And it's a $5 denomination. So we'll do like a $60 play, and it's single into 5, and we're covering all that's it. It's a $25 play. That's it. Single to 5. If you want to play $50, the other horse I liked was the Equinedge long shot to 2, right? You could do that. $12's a bit dead on the board too. That post is brutal. I don't know. Like I said, I really like the 5 here. Exaltation. I know Justin had told me he thought maybe that was going to be his best bet of the day. So Exaltation looks like the real deal. But the Fly the Sky, there's nothing wrong with this horse as well. And I believe JJ Hernandez stays on this horse. And he's got a second and a first place finish. And it's really about pace for this horse. The problem with the 2, I would just say this. The problem with the 2 is it's got a 30. There's no pace in this race. And what you want to do with horses like this is look to see how they run if they're close to the pace. And not bad. If you look at this race here at Del Mar, well, it was a sprint race. Look to see if they're. I mean, this horse was 5 lengths back and then won the race. I don't know how fast they were going though. Again, I like the 5. Well, the only thing I would suggest, Gary, is that you could do a second ticket and you could cover more horses in the first leg. I think the 9 could be a single. Lessons of Autism over at Golden Gate. This horse is dropping in class pretty big, right? Coming from a maiden special weight to a 25,000 claimer. And and it's a second off of a very long layoff. And I like the fact this horse isn't in for 12,500. Evan Roman stays on the horse, showed some speed. You know what they say, a race is like 10 workouts. So the horse is probably fit and ready to go and going to be facing much easier horses. And there's not much in here. So if you did 2 tickets, you have to ask yourself, who's a better single? I think the 9 could be a single. I would even suggest let's see here. So let's just say we did single the 9, right? Okay, I want to make sure we get this right though. So 1 ticket, ticket 1 is 2 and 5 over the 1, 4, 7, 8, and 9. Ticket 2 would be single the 9. And who would we use? Who would we use? I mean, I even thought this 1% horse had a chance on a spree. Brittany takes over, right? Brittany Vandenberg. I mean, what is she doing? Oh, only 26%. I have a feeling this horse is going to outrun his odds for sure. And it's just like a wide open race, right? I think the 10 horse can run better. The problem with the 10 is just not a great breaker and it draws outside. So that's no bueno for that horse. But what about Rispoli, who gets off the 10 horse to ride the 8? But you're asking this horse to come back and win back to back. I mean, this is you watch, you're going to see 6 horses coming down the wire. Mark my words. Watch. Who's on the 5? One of you told me earlier that there's a new jockey on the 5, but we're not showing it. I don't know. I'm not sure who it is. I mean, this horse going for 3 in a row was crowded early, had issues. But JJ Hernandez, after winning 2 straight races, gets off. Just by he gets on the 2. Just by default, you have to use the 2, don't you? Right? Have to use the 2. I mean, who gets off of a horse that's just won 2 straight races? There's no trainer change. Nothing. He gets off of the horse, and it's the Equinedge long shot. So, I mean, this is a wide open race. The 12 is dead on the board, and I didn't like the 12 from the beginning. It's burned money as well, and now it draws wide. It doesn't have any kind of class advantage. I will say this. It did have some trouble in the last race, okay? If we're being fair, it did have some trouble. In this race that it got 4th by 2, I mean, this horse is in good form. This horse is actually in good form. The more I look at it. So look at, here's what we talk about class. It faced a 64 class here, and it got the lead in the stretch and then slowed down and lost. That's because of class. Then drops to a 60 and wins, and then was the favorite here and waited and had trouble. So if we watch this video, which I can't do, if we did, we'd see that maybe this horse was best. So maybe ruling out the 12 is a bad idea. It does seem a little dead on the board. And then the 11 horse, you might want to leave. Well, no, this horse actually has class. But here's the thing about this horse. Pratt gets off of this horse, and this horse had a 2-year layoff. Now, this was a grade 1 horse, grade 3 horse. They're still protecting this horse. It's 9 years. This horse is being protected at 9 years old. 9 years old. And was in a 25,000 claimer last time out. Now, it was protected because of that long layoff and still couldn't win that race. And Flavian jumps off. I mean, maybe not using a horse like this, that is prudent. You know, this one horse from the inside could get the lead. Could you envision the one horse Niles Channel going gate to wire? I guess that's a possibility. 3 minutes before race number 9. So you can see how fast this sequence of 4 races is as it goes back and forth to each track. It's fantastic. And so in 18 minutes, we'll be all done. So it's pretty cool to do that, and decent, really good pools, and they're growing as well. Yeah, 9-year-old gelding, and it's not the gelding is not for sale. Shocking. But and so now what you're looking at the true class dropper right here, who's in good form, who had a terrible trip last time out, only lost by 4 lengths. The race before that had to have needed the race. Now you're seeing a drop from 66 to 60 SOR, a 61 GSR up to a 68 GSR. How does the 5 not running good? Plus, it's Equinedge's second pick. I'm not as concerned about the win percentage being only 7% because nobody really has a good win percentage. So Patrick's saying that the 11 is working like a champ. All right, let's see. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe Sadler took Pratt off. Maybe he did. It's a possibility. And I think that's great information too, Patrick, too, for sure. Justin liked the 11 earlier today. So maybe the 11 can run. I don't know. I mean, 9-year-old gelding and they're protecting it. I don't know. Would you claim this horse for $25,000? I wouldn't. I really wanted to like the 9 horse. I got to tell you, Liberal. The problem that I was having was this horse just does not like to win, and there's no speed in the race. But it had trouble in the last race. So it's 7-1 right now. It's like a broken record, right? It's all tough. I would have to cover almost every horse if I'm not singling the 5 or just using the 2 and the 5. So I will say this: what I would do is play a bigger ticket, 2 and 5 with 9, because I think the 9 could be a single in the last race. But probably Union Wave, the 1. Drawing the rail, not a good place to be. Could still run. 7-2 on the Equinedge morning line. Currently 3-1 from a 6-5 odds makers morning line. Watch these Equinedge morning lines carefully as well. There's nothing wrong with the 5 because the system predicted, but it showed a lot of speed last time out against a similar group, same connections. And now it's getting bet. GSR drops some. So here's what I will say. The first race okay. So the GSR is higher though, going longer. I don't know. A lot of times when you see a horse go long for the first time and show that much speed, and they come back and they cut back in distance, they often run good. That's the case here with the 5 horse, who we weren't even using. There's multiple different ways of going, you guys. I don't have a really strong opinion. I really like the 5 here, and I really like the 9. The 2 horse is very interesting to me, but I think in the drop in class, the 5's the horse to beat. Let's see what happens.
That gets Keystone Field into a good spot, only 3 wide as they move into the turn. Then it's Move Over in 4th. Niles Channel with the pink sleeves along the inside, followed by Frontier Market and Truth Seeker, who are racing side by side. At the rail, Fly the Sky is about 10 lengths off the leaders. Irish Heatwave is next.
I hate that 30-1 shot is pushing our 5. Hate it. Hate it.
Swing on to the backstretch.
And the 12 horse is getting the best trip.
Exaltation and Honest Spree, side by side since the gate opened. 2 more, Keystone Field, Good Trip 3rd. Niles Channel at the rail, a close 4th, Move Over 5th. Then Truth Seeker, Frontier Market between horses is about 6 lengths off the lead. And Irish Heatwave.
I mean, really, honestly, Flavian Pratt's getting a beautiful trip. He should give the jockey on the 6 some money for that.
Now Liberal is underway from the back. Rounding the far turn, Exaltation, Honest Spree, Keystone Field makes his move. Irish Heatwave with a 4 wide bid, Move Over in traffic. Liberal will have to circle the field, but he is making solid progress as the field turns for home. Keystone Field takes the lead, opens up to Irish Heatwave. On the inside, Exaltation steadying a bit. Center of the course, Liberal continues to motor home under Ricky Gonzalez. And here comes Liberal from last to first in the late stages. Liberal gets up. Niles Channel was second. Irish Heatwave third.
I mean, look, there was
between
6
Fly
horses
Sky
like
and
we talked
Keystone
about
Field.
right there at the wire. I mean, and the 9 got the pace, 23 seconds flat, 47 flat, 111 and 1, and it set it up for the 9. I really wanted to like that 9. We talked about that horse this morning, Justin and I, or this afternoon, early this afternoon. I'm like, man, I want to like that 9. But 8-1, it goes off at Liberal. And got the pace. They went for only a 54 pace. They went very fast, but that 6 horse showed a lot more speed. And I don't know that the 5 would have hung in there anyways. No, that looked more impressive than it really was. Believe me, they were stopping. No, 9 was the 6-year-old. The 11 horse was the 9-year-old.
9 Liberal was first. 1 Niles Channel finished second. 10 Irish Heatwave third. 9-1-10 posted. Photo for 4th and 5th.
Did you see that? Like how many horses had a chance? I mean, and we talked about the 12 being vulnerable, which was great, but we really couldn't key on a horse. And then you got the 5 horse dueling with that 40-1 shot. That was brutal. And then it set it up. It's really set it up for the 9. Hopefully some of you use the 9. What's up, C Money? 1 got up for second. You knew you were going to get a price in there, right? You just knew you were getting a price. Only thing I was worried about with the 9, only thing was I didn't think there was enough pace and with a 54 top pace number, but they were flying. All right, we got 10 minutes before Golden Gate race number 9, and that's gonna do it. And the 9 horse who I like is not getting bet, dead on the board. Right now, the 7 horse is getting bet. But I would say this, the 9 horse is 8-1 on the odds makers morning line. But this horse pressed the pace last time out from the inside. Second off the layoff, now drops big in class. I would imagine we're going to see the best. This is a big drop. And draws a good post, and it's Equinedge's top pick as well, and it's 34% to win. You've got the 1 horse who you have to respect, who's going to be on the inside and has speed, but is the 3 horse going to press? And I think so. Maybe it won't matter. Then you have the Equinedge long shot who doesn't really seem to be able to rate that much. That's why I like the 9. Run what numbers, Bill? All right, Justin, we'll see you later. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Catherine, or we'll see you tomorrow. Go get them. It's a tough race. This has been tough races today, haven't they? They really have been. They've been really hard. It was really hard to zero in on any horse. I mean, I don't think any one of us could have predicted in that last race that they would go 23 flat. The 7 horse Gallon Gray is getting bet. All right, let's see. Are they coming onto the track? Let's take a look. Yeah, they're coming onto the track. Let's take a look at them real quick. I couldn't get my programmers to run that bill for me if I tried. They're so hammered with other things. That's the last thing they would even run for me. But one day, but they're so far behind on stuff. We're trying to get this launch of the screen that you guys are looking at. Thank you, Karina. Thank you very much. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to like the show, everybody. There's the 4 horse. A little bit, you can see head up a little bit high, 24-1. Doesn't look bad in the flesh. Just this is the one I actually thought maybe could outrun its odds. This one looks very good. 7-1. 6 not so much. Really want to see this 7. A lot of times, well, very, very nice looking horse. And Jack Steiner, I mean, he's got his horses ready to run. Perfect on the track. Absolutely perfect. It looks okay. Seven looked the best on the track. All right, let's do some handicapping. One more race to go. Big shout out before we go. Big shout out to the Stronach Group, to Andrew and Tyler, and big shout out to my team, Brad and John and Ruben and Moxum. Big shout out to them, and Logan. And the Stronach group, of course, thank you for letting us show videos. RTN, RCN as well. So the 7-horse Gallon Gray looked very good. Looked really, really good. 9-horse draws wide and doesn't really have a lot of. I got to be honest. I didn't. The more I saw the 9 on the track, I just didn't love it. The 1-horse on the inside, I think the. I didn't think the 8 looked that great either. I think the 7-horse is the horse to beat. Steiner and the 1. I think you're looking at a 7-1 exacta probably. I think the 4 could outrun its odds as well as the 5. That's what I'd be leaning towards. The 9 is a bit dead on the board. It is dropping in class though, but I didn't think it looked that great. But it is a big drop. It is a big drop. This racing's been tough. I've been a little bit all over the place on this stuff because it's really, really been tough. Hard to key on a horse. We got that 6 to run good down the hill, but other than that, it's been kind of tough. The cross country pick 5, Francisco, yeah. We don't have it. We don't have that on here like we do the Stronach and the Golden Hour. Sam Houston, yeah, Sam Houston's got great racing. You know, we used to do the Sam Houston series. Yeah, I like the racing there. What just popped up? Remington Park Race 4, the 4-horse popped up. And Turfway Park Race 5, the 9. Did that already go off? I think that one went off already, huh? One's big. Yeah, you know, the 3 is going to go as well. So I think the 7's. I think the 7's the horse to beat. 7's the horse to beat. Looked really good on the track. Going to get a good trip. I think what it's going to do is going to sit off of that pace, and there's going to be a lot of pace. You're going to see the 1, the 3, the 8's going to go. And I think that just leaves a 7 to run a good trip. I'm interested to see how the 4 runs if it improves. So, and then the 9's dropping in class. There's no question the 9 is dropping in class. I'm getting off of it a little bit because I didn't like it on the track. But that doesn't always tell the story. But right now, for me, Steiner is hitting at 23%. He's just been on fire. And this horse gets a better trip. And I think this horse is just going to do better getting a little bit of pace. So I would go here. All right, 2 more minutes before this race. Matt likes the 1, 7, 3. I mean, if the 1 clears, thanks, Charles. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. If the 1 clears, then yeah, the 1's going to be tough. But you're just counting how fast the 3 is. And the 8's fast. And the 1's on the rail. Patrick said the 1 is big. So if the 1 is a little bit slow into stride, we'll see. Who did it lose to? Let's take a look and see. Well, I guess we can't see. Again, that's staging. 7-horse. So the 7-horse comes out of that same race. The 7 was 3-1, ended up getting 4th, whereas the 1 horse got 3rd by 1.5 lengths. This race really does look like the 1 and 7. It's who's going to get 3rd. Thank you so much, Dan. Yeah, we're really trying. We're getting this. We're getting all that under control. Scratches are coming in earlier. Win percentages. Yeah, it's happening. It's all behind the scenes, believe me. But we're never stopping improving the site. You're going to have this view, and then the handy view. You'll have this as well. So that's coming hopefully next week after at the very latest, and then we're working on the stabilizing all the live odds and things like that. All the real time updating. Races are taking off turf, updating that to make sure that stuff comes in fast. No, and that's actually a really good point too. Now the 7 switches on the outside, and the 7 was bet. I'm gonna take the 7 over the 1. I'm getting off the 9. Sorry, maybe the 9 with the class drop. It is a big class drop. Steiner and Ayuso are 36% too. The horse is 34%. The top 2 win percentages are 28 and 34%. I think the 7 can turn it around the 1. I'm going to stay with the 7 over the 1, and I think the 4, 5, and 9 will get 3rd. The 8 can get 3rd as well. I don't love the 8. I definitely don't like the 3. So I'm going to say 7 over 1 over 4, 5, 9. And I was liking the 9 as a possible single before on the drop, but I didn't like it on the track. So we'll see. They're loading into the gate. Matt Dinnerman, this is the call of the 9th and final here from Golden Gate Fields.
Leave it on the field. Post 5. Vandenberg. Gallant Gray, post position 7. Working with Gallopin' Gourmet to post 8. Gallopin' Gourmet goes in.
I just want to see the 7. If the 7 can get a good break and the 1 breaks a little bit slow, 7 will beat the 1. And I'm curious to see how the 9 runs with this class drop, but we'll see. It doesn't have a lot of speed. But sometimes on the class drop, it can show more speed. We'll see what happens. I expect the 7 to break out good. And that's a beautiful gray.
Here's Union Wave taking his spot. We're ready to go. And Laurel
7 broke slow
in the nightcap. Union Wave from the inside, set for speed, leaving on the field, had to slam on the brakes coming out of the chute, went in tight off of heels, drops back to trail. It's Olympic Silver, Union Wave, stride for stride. Union Wave with a half-length lead on Olympic Silver off the long layoff. He's fresh and pretty fast here up to press the issue on the lead. Vandenberg is 3 deep with that party within a length of the front runner here. Gallopin' Gourmet is 4 wide, pretty contested pace.
That's a very fast pace.
That quartet has opened up 2 on once, now 2.5 lengths back to him. Another 2 to get.
But the 7 gave 3 lengths in the beginning. That's just really, really hard to overcome. But if he is going to overcome it, it would be right now because it depends on the halftime. Because that was a really fast quarter.
Those 2 together as they come to the top of the stretch. Gallopin' Gourmet off the turn. He's in front. Union Wave has to fight back from the inside. He's got a response, though, as they come down.
And the 1's not changing leads. The 7's got the measure.
Gallant Gray on the outside with Armando Ayuso.
And here comes the 9.
Union Wave is second. Lessons of Autism is coming from the back of the field, and he's charging fast. It's now Lessons of Autism.
And the 9's going to get there on the drop-in class.
Lessons of Autism got there under Evan Roman. 2 wins for him today.
9-7-1.
Union
I mean,
Way
we had the
forward, leaving on
horses,
the
right?
field from a mile behind. Was fourth in
I thought the 7 was gone too,
The
Patrick.
fast pace took its toll on the front
But
runners,
that
and the horses
when you
from
get
the
a
back
class
came
drop
on.
like that,
Lessons of
that
autism.
sometimes, I mean, that horse
He
looked
laid
like
down
hell on the
law
track.
there in the nightcap.
6-1 on the 9. Okay, Christy's got that. Boom. Christy's like, Scott, you're getting off of my 9. Well, yeah, I was just talking about for verticals. I knew we were locked
Number
in.
9, Lessons of Autism first.
All
Second,
right.
number 7, Gallon Gray. Third, number
Nice,
1,
you
Union
guys.
Wave. Fourth, number 5, Leave It Up the Field. And fifth,
I
was
know.
number
Well, I
8,
wasn't
Get
wrong
Big
about the
Bay.
7.
9, 7, 1,
I mean,
5,
the
8.
7 ran
Your
big.
top 5 finishers at race number 9.
Oh.
These continue to stand by until the result is declared official.
I got thrown off when I saw that 9 on the track. I didn't think it looked that good. The 7 looked beautiful and ran good. 9-7-1. And that 5 horse really didn't have a good trip. I don't know if you saw that 5 check back early in the race, but 17-1, the horse ended up running 4th. Well, you know, I mean, we didn't kill it today, but we had some horses, and I did overthink that a little bit, Gary, didn't I? That happens when you lose a little bit. That happens, but I mean, we were stuck on some of the other bets, so hopefully some people had that horse singled in some of the stuff, because we did talk about singling that horse in on the ticket, and it ended up winning, which is great. I don't know how many people had the winner though of the third leg of the Golden Hour. So you too. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful night. We're going to be back at it tomorrow. I'm going to bust my ass handicapping tomorrow. I can tell you that. And be ready for tomorrow's show, 4:45 Eastern time. Don't forget to like the show. And thank you so much, everybody, for your support. And have a wonderful Friday or Saturday evening. Okay. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.